live though, Lee.
Good evening, everyone. If you're watching, welcome to the Football Vloggers podcast. We've got a couple of people just arriving now. We'll see if we've got any comments to go through. Just to tell you who we've got in at the moment, we've got Matthew from LoudmouthBFC. You can see to my left, is he? Yes. Below that, we've got Jake, who's Sheffield Wednesday, Punk Chef 41. Is that right? Is that your...
That is right. There's an interesting story behind the name. I'll tell you later.
Okay. And next to him, we've got Ben from Cod's Vlogs. So I'll just go around the three of you. We've got a few more joining in later. Dore on tour is just going to be about 15 minutes late. We'll be coming later. First of all, we'll go to Matthew. Just tell everybody about your channel and where you're from.
From North London, Barnet fan, vlog Barnet games home and away, and generally just upset pretty much everyone that I ever meet.
Right, okay. Underneath Ben, we've got Jake, Punk Chef 41, Sheffield Wednesday fan. Tell us a little bit about your story then, why you are Punk Chef 41.
So I'm Punk Chef 41 because I used to have a bright green neon mohawk. I used to be a chef, and while I was making a channel, I was listening to some 41, so it all just worked.
Right, okay. Of course.
Fan for my troubles, and I've been doing it for about 7 years now, and just trying to crack on and just have fun with it.
Right. Okay. I noticed you've got two. Have you got two YouTube channels of the same name? Was it kind of confused?
No, that was a troll. A troll set up a channel to try and go on mine. It was re-uploading my videos, and I never got it because I'm not a big channel, so I didn't get the point.
How weird. How very strange. Next to Jake, we've got Ben from Cos Vlogs, who should have a smile on his face, I would think, today after a good win on Saturday.
Absolutely, mate, and a great result for Blackpool at weekend, wasn't it?
Fantastic. I said 4-0. It all went a bit pear-shaped. So tell everybody a little bit about yours. You can
see the sound of yours and James' voice.
Say again.
Fleetwood Vlogger. Like I said, you could see in the sound of yours and James' voice in pre-season against Everton and Liverpool. It was like, CJ Hamilton. And then I listened to a bit and James was like, gone out for a corner. Yeah. And I just went, yeah, football is well and truly back. But Fleetwood Vlogger, vlog Fleetwood games, reactions, really, League One content creator. And that's it really, mate.
Right. Okay. Let's just going quickly to the chat. We've got Corey Hansford, who is asking us, where is Dore? Dore is going to be about 15 minutes late, I do believe. Brexit Boys on tour is saying he loves your glasses. Tell us a little bit about your glasses, Ben.
Well, I can't see without them, really. No, but I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look back at previous streams, you always have to go like that just to look at the comments and just see, and it's not a pretty sight, believe me. And
Ben,
I only got glasses last year.
Ben, we was all 18 once, mate, but you need to stop doing that, otherwise you will definitely go bloody blind, right?
Moving on down, somebody's at Will White is here, and Will White is saying that according to Twitter, Blackpool have a big announcement tomorrow. I've kind of seen this tweet, but I don't think it's actually Blackpool. I think it's the Armfield Club and I think they have got a big announcement tomorrow. I don't think it's actually Blackpool FC, but I'm not too sure. Oh, here we are. Dore on tour has just arrived.
Evening.
Here it is. People are asking where you are, Dore. So for those fans that have been waiting for you, just say hi and tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
I'm the legend, Mr. Dore.
He looks a little bit more happy now than he did on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Welcome! Yes!
Oh, you were so confident. You were so sure of this promotion, everything, as I was as well, Dore. I was very confident, and it just all went wrong on Saturday for us.
Listen to me, but it's only one game. Just remember, it's just one game. So
What is the matter with your microphone, Dore? We can't hear a word you're saying.
No, I can't hear you, mate.
Give it
Plug yourself.
There we
Yes.
go.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Turn up late.
That's better, mate.
Don't have anything set up. Jesus Christ. Don't fuck off to the offsiders, will ya?
Who?
It's not a show without the door, says Gurney. It's not a show without your door. It's not a show. We need you for the crisps, the kids, the pandemonium. What's he got tonight?
God.
Max Strong. All right.
How's everyone anyway?
Not too bad. How are you?
Well, the football went a bit pear-shaped for Blackpool. We dominated. We let a goal in early, and we kind of set off. I don't know. We were really nervous, letting a goal in the first 2 minutes, and then spent the whole game then trying to get it back, and we just couldn't score. Plymouth parked the bus, literally parked the bus.
Forest were awful. That's all I've got to say. Forest was awful, and Knappers, shut your mouth before you say something.
No, Dore, I actually want to ask you a question, actually. I saw on Ben's live stream before, and I saw on a paper article, there's a lot of pressure under Lamouchi. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think he deserves a chance to get the season up and going, first 10, 20 games? When do you kind of say enough is enough under Lamouchi if it's going mid-table-ish? When do you kind of say, we might need to change here, or do you stick with?
You've got to remember, he's brought in 7 players. He's brought in his own backroom staff now. We've brought in a player today as well. With Lamouchi, it's playoffs. That's it. If he doesn't get playoffs, he's gone.
So you basically give him to the end of the season, and if he doesn't hit playoffs, he should be out the door. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, because come on, it's not fair on him, is it? If he started really bad against QPR. It just didn't work, and the championship is hard. It's really hard, and
to be fair, first game of the season, you've got all those players as well, so it's probably not going to work until November time properly.
That's what I was about to say. Around October, November, if you're still in the same situation with losing games like we did against QPR, me personally, I think I want him to stay because I don't like getting managed getting sacked.
I think you can't keep going down. It's the same thing Wednesday got at minute. We've had it for a while where we had a really solid manager when we had Carlos. I had him there for about 3 seasons. And then we've had this run of just having manager after manager. And I think every time you keep sacking a manager, you don't get to build something. It's why I like Monk at the minute. I was very happy with the result we had, considering we're starting on -12 now, -9. We need as many wins and points as possible. And it's really weird. I'm really positive about the season, even though we've got this massive -12.
I said in my prediction, I said Sheffield Wednesday won't go down. And they won't.
I think we've got enough to stay up.
Will they be the first team that's ever survived with a 12-point deduction? Has anybody else survived it?
Rotherham did it, and Rotherham got promoted.
Didn't Sunderland do it?
With
Roy Keane in charge?
No, Roy Keane.
To be fair, I try and get promoted to Roy Keane. He scares the SHIT out of me. I'd do anything to Roy Keane just to stay away from me.
He is a scary guy.
You know when Roy Keane was the manager at Forest, the Forest fans were scared of him.
He's a pussycat.
No,
Do you think?
People
it's all an act.
You know what it is? Like people like Ben Osborne when he was at Forest, Matty Cash, all the youngsters, they were scared of him. And I'm not going to give you the reason why he got sacked. Forest got rid of him, but
to be fair, though, you're running out of Nottingham Forest legends to come manage your team. You've had them all now.
I don't like it. I don't like when Forest legends. You know when Stuart Pearce came to Forest, I didn't like it.
I've always said if you're a legend at a club, don't go manage them. It'll go.
Yeah, but look at Solskjaer. Look at Lampard.
He's had one season.
Yeah.
Huh?
He had one season and he couldn't foul away because he had a free hit. He couldn't sign anyone. So no matter where he finished, people have been like, you can't really judge him this season. You've got to wait till he's got another one when he can start signing these own players.
And when you saw Derby, he had a very lucky first good Derby team.
I remember the first game of the season, he just scraped through that one as well. So,
yeah.
The question is to Dore, big 18 games, surely he has to get a win soon. Or, wow, Luke, he's got, like, our next game is against Cardiff, and we never win at home against Cardiff. We never win.
Really?
Right.
To be fair, Cardiff didn't look that good, to be honest. When we played them, they looked like a team that's struggling off the pitch because they've got that whole thing that's happened with Mendes Lang, which everyone's not sure what it is. Some people are saying it's drug dealing, other people are saying it's underage girls. Well, this is the thing. A lot of people have said two different things, so it could be both.
Drugs.
Just straight out with it, drugs.
Yeah.
Ryan Dunbar. Ryan Dunbar saying, do I like short corners? Oh, my God. That was on Saturday, basically. In my live stream, there's a video, and I put it on Twitter. So I'm not a fan of short corners. And last year, we had one of the tallest players in League One in Irish Shooter. So I said, don't take this corner short. Don't take it short. So they took it short. Ball comes in, confusion in the back line, falls to Camps, he hits it, and it's going. And I'm like, short corners are the best thing in the world. But we should have scored from about 6 corners the other day. Honestly, this 2-1, it shouldn't have even scored. We should have won about 9 or 10-1. Watch the highlights, mate. We were unbelievable the other day. Mark Duffy, by the way, is single-handedly, I'm not being biased, Sheffield United fans will back me up, one of the best midfielders in League One. And I back Fleetwood midfielding, Glenn Whelan, Paul Coots, Mark Duffy, Jordan Rossiter, those as one of the best midfielders in League One.
Who have you got in midfield?
What?
Who have you got in midfield again?
You've got Jordan Rossiter.
Who?
Jordan Rossiter.
Yeah.
Dore, mate, how was the playoffs last year, mate? Yeah?
Wow. That's like the old safety zone to go to, ain't it? To wind Dore up. No matter what.
Jordan, mate. Jordan, mate, yeah, we are. That Jordan, mate, gives me crap every time. So I think he messaged me after you lost, was it 3-1 to Blackburn, going, we're better than you. We only lost 3-1, you lost 4-1. So every time we win, I just like to make it known that Fleetwood won.
Oh, you big fans in George edgy one saying Fleetwood, aren't they? You love him. Likes to give you a bit of stick. Even Ben saying, Gurney's saying the same thing. Ben thinks the Cods are on the way to the Champions League.
Matthew, when did the league start?
I'm just positive, mate. I'm just positive.
Pardon?
Not this Saturday. I think it's the following Saturday. I think we've got one more pre-season this Saturday, and then we crack on to the start of the league.
Can fans come into your ground or not?
I don't think anything's been confirmed. I mean, we've all paid for our season tickets, so we're not too sure. We're home first game of the season as well. We're still waiting for confirmation if we can or we can't. So no one knows at the moment. It's all up in the air.
When have you got a counter?
Say that again, please.
When have you got Nuts counter?
I don't know off the top of my head. Quite early on in the season. Let me double check.
When you play Nuts Contact, Middle Lane, go Hooters and meet you.
Mate, we're going to non-league on Tuesday. We're going to tomorrow. We're going to watch Squires Gate play AFC Filed in a friendly tomorrow. So we're going down to do that, and then the week after we're going to watch Chase play the team that you played, Dore, last week. We're going the same ground you went to. They're playing them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going there.
What day last week? Really nice stadium.
Yeah, we're going there Tuesday. I'll see if we can find it a bit easier than you did.
Dude. Basically, right, I met my friends at the pub and we had to get there for 6:45.
Was that pop or real beer in that glass you downed in one, Dore? Was that proper beer? You just downed it?
I downed it. I didn't drink, and because my friend said, "Oh, you got to down it," I just downed it for a bit. Like I said, we're still in Nottingham Town Centre for 6:15. And I said to friends, we've got to go regardless. So we're rushing and got the tram. We got off the tram and it was 20 to 7. We're running. We had to run because my friend Malcolm said to me, "Ben, you need to hurry up. We're not letting you in. They won't let you in." So lucky enough, we got there 1 minute
Ooh.
Oh,
So
I know you're all running. I saw you running. Jane said she was very impressed with the smooth transitions as you were talking to your friends. She said it was very smooth. Was that just your camera work that was so smooth? Wasn't it?
yours is so smooth.
Yeah, she said it was. She said it was silky smooth. She was really impressed with the camera. The camera movement was class. We're going to have to answer this. Corey Hansford keeps going on. Great win for us on the weekend. I think that's the Swans, isn't it? With a swan at the end. So it was a good win for them.
Yeah, it's a bit basically ground. It is a nice ground. They are really friendly as well.
Yeah,
I love how he quickly went over that Swansea comment and just didn't even acknowledge it. Not bitter about last year then.
Got to give a shout out to Ian Barron. Sorry, folks, he keeps asking for it. So hi, Ian. There you go. You've got your shout out.
Anyone else want to shout out? It'll cost you 50p.
You can't buy anything for 50p anymore. Make it higher.
It's a friendly game.
I don't know who this is that keeps asking this question, Dore. Is this some sort of...
What? Ask Lee. Ask her where is Lisa has love of life. What? Lisa?
Even though
English.
You've been having it off with someone called Lisa, Dore? You've got a little bit on the side, have you?
I got a clue Lisa is.
Ryan Dunbar saying the Basford vlog was hysterical with your friends. He really enjoyed it. So,
my friend Billy, he's a nutcase. You
didn't film any goals. You missed all the goals, if I remember right. You didn't see any of them, did you?
I missed two.
You missed 2 goals.
But it's when I went to the game with all this social distance, it's annoying. It's horrible.
Were they really strict on it? They're really strict on.
Really strict on it was like there was a gap, and I've gone through the gap. And I'm nowhere near the guy, and the guy just went crazy at me. Social distance. I'm like, I'm nowhere near you. But it was about 75, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to argue with the old guy. So maybe
well,
he probably thought that about you, Dore. He probably thought that about you. He's not going to. He probably thought that about you. He's not going to argue with the little old guy.
Yeah.
Dore, we can see that grey hair creeping in, mate. Just for men works perfect.
That's right. You can just get your little girl some colouring felt tip pens, and she can just colour it in.
Oh, what's this? Is it Gabriel or something from Forest? Is there any truth in this rumour that he could be coming to?
He's the first. There was rumours that it was good Blackpool, but he started against Barnsley and QPR. So I don't think that'll be going. He'll be staying at Forest now. He's a good player. Really good player.
How much money you actually made on selling players so far then? Quite well, actually.
How much have you spent on these players?
I don't think you spent that much, actually. I think they've quite a lot.
We sold cash for 16 million, and that's it. But we brought 8 players. 8 players.
So that's nearly all your probably Mighty Cash money gone.
No, we brought Freeman on loan. We brought in a Barcelona player. No, not Barcelona. PSG.
Oh, I thought that.
Yeah, for €5 million. So, but yeah, we've got so many players. We've got like 50 players.
Sounds like Barnet at the moment with all the trialists we've got.
Do you recognise any of the trialists?
Not a Scooby. Not a clue who any of them are.
I'm loving this.
I always love it when you see a pre-season game. You see just a whole team. The team sheet is just trialist, 1 trialist, 2 trialist, 3. You're like, right, that's handy.
I'll be honest with you.
This is getting deeper, deeper. Paul Ortney, Dore, not you. It's the last that Lee put on Snapchat. I don't do Snapchat. I don't know who that is, but anyway, strange.
You can barely switch mobile.
I know what you're going on about, Paul, but we're not going to get to the bottom of that one because nobody knows what you're going on about. Is Harry Souttar on his way to Fleetwood, Ben?
Is he? He's proven the last 18 months he's too good for us. He'll be around Stoke's first team. Gutted in a way, but I think the way we've brought round him in Sam Stubbs from Middlesbrough, we brought in Morgan Boys on loan from Liverpool, and we are one more away, definitely. Charlie Mulgrew is rumoured. We're also going to Blackpool, apparently, so we don't know about that yet. I wish him well. He deserves a chance in the Championship. Be great if we could have him back on loan, but for me, I think loan players are worse. When you get a feeling for a loan player, it's worse than when you get a feeling for a girlfriend. You know what I mean? But no, good player. I wish him well at Stoke. Really.
Do you want to know how you guys went on in this sort of the thing we did on the score predictions last week? Do you want to
yeah, go on. Let's have a little look. Whoever loses,
what did you say, Matt?
Just
a drink. 1 minute.
Oh, it's good.
Doors off.
Get some biscuits as well, Dore, while you're there. Dore has to go and get some
chomping noise.
So, what's the feeling in Sheffield then? Obviously, with this point deduction, what's it all been about? Really, it's been a bit confusing.
So basically, we broke financial fair play in the first 3 seasons of John Serie being here. So 15, 16, 17, 18. The first 3 seasons, we smacked it. I think the 39 million, I think we went over, I think we were about 50 million over. So it's nothing to do with the stadium sale that all talked about. It's the fact we broke financial fair play. Now, the bit that we're disputing is that we shouldn't have the point deduction now. We should technically have it for 18-19 season.
Yes.
Now, the EFL bungled the case so badly that they didn't have piece of evidence when it went through that they did it this season. Now, we've appealed it, saying this isn't fair. We should have it on that other season where it would have still mathematically kept us safe.
Yeah.
But they wanted to give it us last season because they knew it would have relegated us. But that's not when we broke financial fair play, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's not relevant for that season, is it? Which is very
confusing, and it a lot of Wednesday fans now feel like the EFL has really got it in for us, with good reason. Let's be honest, but it's like then you look at what Derby did. Like, I know. The thing that I've got with Derby got Wayne Rooney on staff, but Derby paid. But that his wages got paid by the Bet3 to whatever sponsorship.
They paid their wages.
So it never came out of Derby finance. So I don't get how that works, that you can pay someone via the sponsorship, even though he's playing for the club, yet you're not paying him, if you know what I mean. How does that kind of make sense?
Their chairman, like, I hate Derby County, but he's good.
Oh, he's a very smart businessman.
He's a smart guy.
But when you look at the EFL are trying to turn around and say they want teams to put into example the financial fair play. The financial fair play was meant to be put in to stop clubs going under. How many clubs have we nearly lost due to financial fair play? And just letting
shit owners, they don't know what they're fucking doing.
No, but they keep putting owners in place really fast without doing the fit and proper person test.
Right, so what does that tell you then? They're living the football manager dream, aren't they? Thinking they can do the business.
Oh yeah, I know. I completely get what you mean. Get what you're saying, but at the same time, why are the EFL rushing it through instead of like taking them time to make?
They get a brown envelope to keep quiet, don't they?
Right.
Keep up, lads.
Hull City Vlogs is here. Hello, Hull City Vlogs. JF saying, how did the Bees do? I saw the result. How did the Bees do? Do you know how the Bees did?
How did he's on about Barnet? I made a deal with you, guys. I said if Hitchintown beat Barnet, I would do the show naked. Now I'm a man of my word. So
no.
Oh my God.
I see no one wants to see that.
I see the viewing figures going down by the second. Geordie says, yes, because it's the EFL. They're just so wrong, aren't they?
I only caught the second half because I was working up till 3 o'clock. So I literally just got in for the second half and we lost 2-0. I asked everyone there what was the first half like, and they said we was just dreadful. And believe it or not, the second half was better than the first half, and we were shitting that half as well. So I didn't miss nothing. But yeah, I don't want to be like negative and be like, oh, we're gonna get relegated. Our season hasn't started, and whoever the manager brings in, It's a case of it's going to take him a good 10 games to get everyone together, start singing from the same hymn sheet, start playing the way he wants them to play, and then gel. So I'm going to give him a bit of time, but the problem is, do you know what? I don't think we'll be relegated, but I don't think we're going to have a great season. I think we're going to hover about 4 or 5 places above the relegation zone, personally, and I think that's going to be our season.
Who's your owner, Matthew?
Tony Cleofantos.
Who?
He's been our chairman since 1994, so yeah.
What does he do? What is he?
Oh, mate, what don't he do? The guy is a very, very intelligent man. He's got so many businesses. One thing, a lot of our fans don't like him, but one thing that I will say is why he's in charge of us, we'll never be in debt. So that's one thing that I know we will be fine with. We're financially secure with him, and we'll never go bust.
That's good, then.
So
that is good. Right, the scores from last week on our prediction. In the final place was Knappers on with 15 correct scores. Then I was tied with 18, Dapper at 17. Then it was LoudmouthBFC with 18, and Dore, you got 20.
Oh, I'm not having that. I want a recount.
Champion is Dore. It's all there. It's all there.
Yet there isn't an election, so you can't have a recount.
Yes. So
What do you want for this week?
I was thinking, what do you think about this? Right, we've got five in. Why don't we all do a prediction for our games, and then we could have that as that could be our £1 bet on five results.
I completely forgot we had the cup game tomorrow.
I'll send you all my PayPal.
Should we do like a bet 5, like they do the Super 6 on? We could do a bet 5, couldn't we?
Yeah, we're all over the age of 18, so we can all gamble, can't we?
Yeah, we could do a bet 5, couldn't we, on our games?
I'm going to beat you, Dore. I think this could be a recurring thing where we tally it up over the season, and the loser has to forfeit.
just remember, Matthew, I won. Just want to tell you that, okay?
Right, but I'm letting you know now. If you do not win this, your forfeit is to wear a Derby County top.
No.
If you want to do something like predictions, I was saying to Jane, it's a little bit hard for me to try and do the comments and then post them up and do all them scores. So if anybody wants to do them, I'll join in. But I'm trying to get the comments up and everything, and I just found it a little bit almost impossible last week. I couldn't do all the 3 things at one time. I'm a typical male. I can't multitask too well. So trying to get all them scores written down and also keep an eye on the comments. I couldn't do the comments at the same time. So
all right, I'll do it. I'll write it down. I've got notepad and pen in front of me.
If you fancy, well, I can lend you one here. Do you want to borrow mine? Hey, perfect.
Fucking technology, lads.
Michael Haig is just asking, do I post on A View from the Tower? I haven't really posted on it much, Michael, since the new format. I'm not too keen on it, really, to be honest. It's like the old A View from the Tower, but I just post and nobody. I just seem to get like a few thumbs ups and that. And I can't really get a conversation going, so I don't post on it as much, and I don't have as much time to post at the moment. I'm so busy with all the other stuff at the moment, so probably will do sometime, but don't post as much as I used to. Right, let's just move down to comments to see if there's any. Right, here we are. We got a question from Kyle. Must be Port Vale, is it? I would say. Hello, guys. Thoughts on where all your teams will finish this season? So, what's your thoughts on that? We'll start with Matthew first. Thoughts on 18th. Where you're going to finish? 18th. How many's in your division?
24.
24. Right. So, sort of like on the safe, but just safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next, how do you think Sheffield Wednesday are going to go on?
I think we're going to be about 14th.
14th. That's not bad, is it, Jake? I'm
being positive because if we can get If we've got to get to 0 before we can start our season going.
Yeah, we have absolutely.
We've got to get 4 wins, and then our season starts again. So if we can get to 14th, I'll be happy with that.
You got to be in like promotion form, really, haven't you? Real promotion form to get out, to get out of it.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a tough ask, and it doesn't help that when they're on a rebuilding thing now with Gary Monk as well. So we lost about 8 players end of last season. So we're now trying to get them, and we're trying to get a striker in at a minute. And
what's happened with Jordan Rhodes?
What has happened to him is a good question.
Great striker.
We turned him pretty crap. When they got a really bad reputation of buying players who were really shit hot and then come to them
ruining them.
And we ruin them. But again, Forest, he always does, so I'm happy with that.
Always go past Forest.
Don't even
hopefully.
What are you eating, Dore?
At the minute,
you've got all day to eat food, but you choose when we're on fucking camera live to just munch your face off.
Matthew, I want to you, mate. Sorry.
I think we've only got like 2 registered strikers at the club at the minute.
Should we kick him off?
Yeah.
Get a Derby County fan. Where's that bird from last week that said he wanted to come on? Get her on.
Yeah. Lisa.
Yeah, where was she? Yeah. Right, we'll go to Ben, Cod's Vlogs. How do you think Fleetwood are going to go on this season? Good start.
I'm a positive, great start against a good side who should fight in the top 10 this year. I'll go for 6th.
Okay, 6 from you. Dore, if you're still eating, can you tell us where you think Forest? I think you've been thinking playoffs, have you? Still thinking playoffs?
Yeah, I'm still thinking playoffs. Even if we did lose against QPR, I'm saying 5th.
Right, and I'm still going for champions for us. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it regardless. We played well. Honestly. Should have won really, but we just couldn't score. But we played well. So that's my prediction. Still champions for Blackpool. Right, let's see who else we've got. Okay, for Jake, Ryan saying, how is Josh Windass from Rangers?
He's doing really well actually, because we signed him from Wigan on loan in January, and it was a bit of an out of left field kind of move because no one really thought he would actually do well, but he slotted in really well, and he scored at weekend after 5 minutes, so we were well happy, and it was a really good deal for us because I think we'd only got him for like 500k. That's it, and he's still a quality player at like 26 years old. And what we're doing is we're not spending huge amounts like we had done in the past. Like,
will you ruin him? Will you ruin him?
Easy, Lee. This is a PG show.
I bloody hope not, because it's a weird one. Because Windass isn't a recognised striker as such. I don't think we will, but you never know. It's Wednesday. We're very good at just turning players.
Ruining players.
we either ruin them or we sign crocs like Franny Jeffers.
Oh God, yeah, I remember him.
Oh, we had
to play for Everton. It kind of all went wrong for him. He looked
at one stage.
He was an arsehole, wasn't he?
He was meant to be really up and coming. We were really happy for him. I remember he came on and he lasted about 5 seconds because he got a straight red card because he punched somebody in the face.
Oh no! And what a great start! What a great start!
Take the boy out of Liverpool, can't you?
Yeah. No. Somebody's asking Ben a question for you. How do you think who's going to win this week, Peterborough or Fleetwood?
It's such a tough game. As soon as the fixtures came out, as soon as you look at the first 10, I thought that was our hardest game.
And yet they got beat, didn't they, by Aki?
They did. They've had a couple of positive tests. I think it's Jack Taylor and somebody else. But they've still got some good players. Yeah, Jack Taylor from Barnet, absolute baller. Elsa's good player, Jonathan Clark-Harris, Dan Butler, Christy Pym. The list goes on, really. They don't go up this year. Massive failure. The chairman is invested well in their football club. And for me, they should be up there. Again, against a promotion rival, D-Mac said, I think I'm going to go for 1-1. I think if we come away with the draw, we won there 3-1 on the opening day last year. I think 1-1. Keep the run going. Don't lose, and if you keep drawing and winning, it becomes a good habit in football. And I'm hoping that we can don't lose just yet. I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Also, we asked the people that are watching, how do you think your club are going to go on? And we'll discuss that. Hull City Vlogs says he thinks Hull will get into the playoffs. So they're confident.
Am I okay to answer one of those questions from that Port Vale fan? Is that okay?
Yes, you can. Yeah. What was the other one from the Port Vale fan? Sorry.
It was just about thoughts on tomorrow's game. Now, Port Vale, in the last 2 seasons, we played them in pre-season. We played them this year and last year. They beat us last year with a goal from David Amu, 1-0 at Vale Park. And this year, they beat us 2-1 at Pillfoot. Again, a physical side. They've got some good players, won 2-0 at the weekend. Mark Cullen getting them both. Tom Pope as well, another good striker for them. Amu, we alluded to before. So I think they could be up there. I think they finished 8th in League 2 last year. Again, you've got a tie against Everton or Salford coming up in the 3rd round, which both of us want to have. We've never got to the 3rd round. We've only got to the 2nd round twice. So I think it'd be a tough game, but I edge us to have that 1 league difference. But we have lost to League 2 sides in this competition before. Carlisle, Hartlepool, and I'm just hoping it's not 3rd time lucky.
Really happy to viewing players. So thank you for that. That makes me feel a lot happier.
I think that's a very poor choice of words, what we're using right now, lads. But hey, we'll crack on either way.
Lee, that Derby fan wants to come on.
Who?
The Derby fan, Lisa.
Oh, right. Okay. Should I post it in the comments then? Can she? Does she know how to do it this time?
I think she does. I don't know. She's a Derby fan. She's a bit deluded.
She's a Derby fan and she's deluded, right? Okay.
Swinging already.
Well, let's see if we can get this to work. I'm going to. I'm going to put. Is she in the chat?
Lads, I just warn you. She does rub it on. So if you want to mute her,
what's new there, Dore?
This is who. Is she called Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa. Yeah.
Oh, well, this is
Lisa Howard.
We understand what you're going on about now, Paul. Sorry, we haven't got a clue what you're going on before. But anyway, I've popped it into the chat. So
be careful, lads. She's a bit mouthy. So
yeah, Lisa, if you can see that, you need to click on that link, doesn't she? Let's see if we can get her in. Let's see if she give. She's a crazy Derby fan, apparently. So we'll find out. This is going to be Car Crash TV. It's going to be great.
No, I bet you has a better mic. I bet you has a better mic than you do, pal.
Oh, hang on. Right, we've got her. I think we have got her here. Here she is.
Hello. We go.
Mute.
Round 1.
Shut up, you red dog. Shut up, you red
Mute.
dog.
Yes.
We need a little bit more volume from you, Lisa, if we can. You're just a little
Lisa,
I'm gone.
turn your volume up. Do you understand what we're saying?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Lads, just before you know, because the hair's red, she sports forest secretly, so just thought I'd tell you that.
So, come on, what's this? Obviously, Forest and Derby are pretty much rivals, don't like each other from what I can tell.
I just don't like Lisa.
It's only a football game, Dore. Come on. Anyway,
So, how do you think?
Can I just ask that you've got a little Fleetwood fan, haven't you?
Yes, he's down in the little left-hand corner there.
Knappers, you're going to take that. She called you little. Mate, don't have it. Go, do it. Come on, do it.
No, what I was gonna say is, do you know Ashley Hunter?
I do, yes. And I've spoken to Ash Hunter a lot of times.
He lives on my road. I'm really good friends with him and his mum and dad.
Oh, Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy and yeah.
Wendy Wright. Kevin.
Yeah.
It's like surprise. It's like an episode of surprise, isn't it?
Lee, you want to put Ben in the? You want to put Fleetwood in the middle so they two don't start having a fight? You've got like a referee in the middle.
I don't know how to move him round. How do you move him around?
We look like a shit Brady bunch right now. You know that.
Yeah.
There's a story.
You're in the middle of them now, Ben, so you can sort them out. Act as a referee.
That's good. That's good.
So come on, Derby. How come you got off with everything then? What happened?
Well, we haven't yet, have we? Because the EFL have appealed against the hearing, haven't they? So
Where was the signatures?
Have they?
Yeah, the EFL have said they're appealing what the independent person decided, and we've got to obviously wait for the appeal now.
Oh, that's nice. We're too busy sorting your one out, and they forgot about ours. So perfect.
So who knows what's going to happen?
No.
What's
Hey, what was that, Dore? God,
come on, Dore. As you put up with him, we have to put up with him eating crisps and all sorts of stuff during the show. And I don't know. He's always having his tea.
To be fair, Lisa, you must you've not munched on a crisp for about 6 minutes. He must be going on with the poor lad. What do you get for tea, Dore? What do you get for tea, Dore? Smiley faces, chicken nuggets, and curly fries.
Have we got any questions for Lisa? That's what we want from our viewers. Any questions for Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa. Seriously, question, right? Banter aside. With Derby, they've lost Burgo and Lowe to Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Where do you think Derby will finish? Do you think they'll get top 6?
Not with this squad as it stands today. Not a cat in hell's chance, because the squad is too young and they're too dependent on the academy lads. On Saturday, it's clear to see that he's not got the right balance of youth and experience, and at the moment is dependent on the academy lads. And for me, in this championship, because it's such a difficult league, you've got to have that right balance. And at the moment, Derby haven't. However, we didn't have Lawrence, we didn't have Waghorn, we didn't have Dwayne Holmes. We're still missing Bielik. It looks like we're signing that Polish winger, Josiak, whatever how you pronounce it, in the next 48 hours. So he's supposed to be a really good player. If he gets and we desperately need a striker since we've lost Chris Martin. If we don't get a striker in, Derby will struggle to finish mid-table. We've got to get some strength added to this very, very young and weak squad. So current squad nowhere near. With the right additions, and if we can get everybody back fit, we can be pushing. Yes.
I've got a question for you, Lisa. What do you actually think of your manager? Because I
was going to ask the same question.
I'm actually, and I'm of that age where I remember Philip Cocu playing for Barcelona. I remember watching him when he was playing for Holland. When he came, I was really, really impressed. He's trying to play the Dutch way of football, and he hasn't got the right players to play that system, and it shows.
And he's also in Derby,
which is why I think he's looking at bringing this winger in. I like him. I'm a big fan of Philip Cocu. The trouble is filling the boots of Frank Lampard, and that was always going to be a difficult thing to do. And I don't care who would have come in. Frank Lampard had such a connection with the fans, with his bouncing and being Frank Lampard. It was always difficult to fill his shoes. I was really sorry to lose Frank, but I understand why he went. I'm a big fan of Philip Cocu, but I will judge him at the end of this season. He's had 2 seasons. If it's not worked and he's brought his own players into the squad, then I will judge him. At the minute, he's inherited a very young squad. He's only brought a few players in. So my judgment is I'm still behind him, but I'll judge him at the end of this season, I think.
Yeah.
Where's minimum finish for you then this season?
People say we're a big club. We are a big club. I don't care what Dore says. You've got to be aiming for the minimum. You've got to be aiming for the minimum top 6 for me. Are we good enough with the current squad? No. With the right additions and getting everybody back fit, then yes, we are.
So you give him time to rebuild, bring his players in, bring this method of football, and if he doesn't get top 6 come the end of the season, you think it's time to cut your ties?
Well, do you think he'll get the end of the season though?
They signed him on a 4-year contract. Now Mel Morris wants to bring youth. He wants to, and I can't fault him. He spent a lot of money. We have got one of the best academies in the country. You can't get away from that. We've got some very good academy players. You've got to have that right balance. And I think Mel Morris has said to Philip Cocu, you've got to include some of these academy lads. Mel Morris, the end of last season, came out and said he wants 50% of our squad this season to be from the academy. That's a massive ask.
That's a massive ask. Like,
Absolutely.
That's too much. That's too much in my opinion.
too much.
Whereas,
Like,
Way too much, but I can see what
I
he's trying to do. Because I think he's also thinking if you get them to a level where they're good enough, the resale value. Try and make
Yeah,
them.
but who famously said you don't win nothing with kids?
Exactly.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, he's sold both.
We've got
both
lots.
Go on, Knappers, crack on.
Peanuts.
No, I like what Mel Morris has done with a 4-year plan. Now, I like what he's done with the bringing the youth in, and Pilly did it with Barton, where 3-year contract, get better every year, and push on. First season finished 10th, 11th. Last year finished 6th. I think we would have been a little bit higher if the season would have carried on. This year, hopefully build on it. And I think with obviously the way Cuckoo wants to play at Derby, I think he can improve each year. I know a lot of I think behind closed doors, I think Derby could suit, because I know how Derby fans can get on the players back if they're not always attacking or they're kind of like passing. So I think if they can give him the time, bring the youth through in a mix, maybe 2 or 3. Obviously, you had that lad score a couple of goals against Millwall at the end of last year. I think you could have a good season. But I think if you don't get into the playoffs, I think you still need to give him time, because I don't think there's many better managers out there that could do better, really, if I'm honest with you.
I agree with you. And I think swapping and changing managers, as we know and as Forest know, it doesn't always work. You've got to have some stability.
Yeah.
We know the same thing. We've done it too many times.
Yeah,
we've never had consistency.
Well, it's the first time we've started a season with the same manager for a long time. So
the last time
but then you fall into the trap of giving someone too long. Now, I was a massive fan of Brian Clough, but he did overstay his welcome at Nottingham Forest, didn't he, towards the end of his career. But
towards the end,
no one's going to tell him otherwise because of what he'd done for the club. But then you fall into that trap of, like we've said, if you're a club legend, don't go back to managing.
Wenger, though. Wenger had that same trap. Wenger,
of course. And then, and that's why fresh blood come in. Arteta's doing really well with Arsenal now. So it does just need freshening up from time to time. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but football moves with the times. And, Arsene Wenger, his hands were tied quite a bit with the stadium. What you read about it, sometimes he's got a £2 million £100 war chest, but doesn't want to spend, you know what I mean? It's just like, at the end of the day, you are judged on results. End of. Simple as that. You're judged on results.
Players who are now managing that have surprised you, like really surprised you, like the Gerrards and Kevin. Is there anyone that really surprised you?
Lee Bowyer. Lee Bowyer for me. What a job he's done.
Yeah, Charlton. Yeah,
what a job he's done. Not only to get Charlton promoted, but to nearly keep them up in the league. And with, in my opinion, at League One, at best squad, he had a lot of turmoil going on. He had his best striker saying, "I'm not playing," and he had to kind of get the players that nobody else wanted. So for me, he's got a good attitude, and the way he talks to his team. I saw the videos after Wembley, calling them all heroes and saying how much the fans will love him. I think he's done a fantastic job, and I really think he can go and manage at the top. I really, really do. And it wouldn't surprise me if, and this is a big, big call, if David Moyes got the sack. It wouldn't surprise me if he went to someone like a West Ham or a Burnley, if Dyche leaves. I think he could manage in the Premier League. I really do.
West Ham, I could see him at West Ham. I can't see him at Burnley, but West Ham, 100%, I could see him at.
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah, Cockney lad as well. And
to be fair, Charlton fans don't like us at the minute, so I'll keep my mouth shut. They really hate us.
Why is that then? Why don't they like it?
Basically, because if we got our point deduction last season, it would have kept them up. We would have been there.
Cool. Yeah.
They don't like us at all, and there was a lot of talk about them taking legal action against the EFL and stuff. And on the same week they were talking about legal action, they also had their takeover turn around and say it didn't have any money to do so.
Just jumping in, sorry lads. I've just seen a comment saying who would win out of our mascots in a fight. That's a fantastic subject to talk about.
Where's this?
Brilliant, right?
Robin Hood will smash your shield.
To be fair, we've got two. Yeah. We've got Aussie out. We've got another one, so we could do a tag team on our one.
Hang on. Look, lads, what's going on? 1 minute we're smashing players and destroying them. Now we're tagging up as well. What is going on tonight? We've got a lady present. Knappers. Come on.
Oh, it's a long time since I've been called that.
Wow.
Oh, we need to keep Lisa in this, don't we? She's quality. Lisa.
Oh, yeah. It's
quality
nice
comeback.
Well, it's an improvement on Dore, put it that way.
Oh, anything's an improvement on Dore.
Yeah.
On Dore, Lisa. Come on.
Hey, carry on.
Dore, right now, your place is up for grabs, mate. You know what I mean? You're going to get cut from the show.
What do you mean? Why?
Get a blue Yeti.
I can't. Right. Why don't you buy me one? You buy me one, Knappers.
It's done well to buy his own. He's used his pocket money and everything.
I'm lighting.
I've only gone deaf, Dore, when you mentioned buy you something. It's like, I can't hear you, mate.
Dore, stop spending your money on Haribo and crisps and then buy a microphone. You'll be all right.
Listen to me, right? These keep me going. I don't care. These keep me going.
And rubbish shirts like the one you're wearing.
Oi.
Here we go. Yes, go on, Lisa. Go on.
Is that your shirt and your thumbnail, that one, Dore? Is that the shirt and your thumbnail?
What's that, Knappers?
I said, Dore, if you keep eating those crisps, you won't get into that shit by the end of the year.
Here we go. Yes.
Lisa, when have we got Dapper anyway?
Sometime
come on, how do you not know that?
Is it sometime in November again, is it?
Are we doing that BBC thing again?
I don't know, depends if Charlie Slater. I'd be up for it. It's a good laugh.
I want to do that. I enjoyed that.
I did, especially in the 93rd minute or 4th.
Oh, I know. Right, listen to me, right?
Dore, there's a problem. There's a problem with that, Dore. They might not want you back. They want Lisa back, but they probably won't want you back, mate. So sorry to disappoint you.
The BBC love me. Listen, right? I think the whole of 95 minutes, I was giving Lisa grief.
He was.
Grief. And when Derby scored in the 96th minute, I was like,
I couldn't contain myself.
Can I just ask you, how was it so nice after Swansea beat them to just rip him a new one?
Pardon?
After that Swansea game, how bad did you rip into Dore?
Oh, don't.
Oh, do you mean Stoke? The Stoke one at the end of the last game of the season?
Yeah.
Stoke? Yeah. It was hilarious.
Lisa, what's his name? Dog, Pete. I saw Pete's comment as well. I was like, I don't need this in my life.
Dore, how do you get on the
fans, I had Swansea fans, I had Stoke fans, I had the lot. And I said to him, I deserve every single banter that comes through me.
So everyone knows
how to get on
with that question. With that question on the screen now, everyone kind of knows the reason why we support our teams. Bar, obviously, Lisa being a Derby fan and Punk being Sheffield Wednesday. So tell us your story of why you two support the teams you support.
Well, I'm born and bred in Derby. What say? Derbyshire born, Derbyshire bred, strong in the arm but weak in the head. So something obviously went wrong. I was taken to my first Derby game at the age of 4 by my dad. My dad died when I was 15, so I've obviously just carried on watching Derby all through my life. I've had a season ticket for over 40 years, and I love it. I go every home and away game, and it's great. There's nothing better.
So I'm originally from Doncaster, but my grandma grew up on Bramall Lane, and she had a choice between Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday, and she hated the colour red, so she went with Wednesday. And all through my life, went to the first game at about 3. Grandad took me. Grandad was a die-hard Blade, but took me to the Wednesday game. Went to this game. Cannot remember it for the life of me because I was only 3. But I remember my grandma saying he walked into that pub in Hillsborough. They saw him. Took one of my grandma's mate. Took me out of his arms and then said, "You leave. He can stay. Piss off." Whatever I wanted.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? So everybody else was a Sheffield United fan. You're Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, and my grandma, and then it went on to my dad, and now it's on to my little girl, bless her.
Well, I was born in Blackpool. I was born in Blackpool.
You were dropped on the head at birth, weren't you? That's why you support Forest.
Well, if I have my choice, she'll be a Wednesday fan. But if my wife has a choice, she'll be a Celtic fan.
She still could be, you know, different country. It don't count.
Well, she got a first Wednesday shirt. She ain't got a Celtic shirt yet, so that wins.
Let's just
don't let Ryan see that in the comments. He'll crack on about Rangers.
Let me just see if I can get. I've got this a Plymouth lad who's going to come on tonight as well. Join us. I'll see if I can get him into the stream. So if you just bear with me, I'll be doing that while you talk. It's all right.
Yeah, so the reason why I support Barnet is there's a vlog out there. Make sure you go and watch it. Right, get me some revenue and views. Right, you know, check me out.
Can I ask you, Dore? Seriously, Derby were utter shite on Saturday, and I'm led to believe Forest were equally as poor. Is that right?
We were shocking.
Yeah, Derby were
shocking from start to finish.
Who have you got in the cup?
Pardon?
Who have you got in the cup tomorrow or this week? Oh, you didn't get knocked out, didn't you?
Oh, shut up!
Yes!
I forgot.
I love her. Yes!
Wait there.
She's got a big one. Oh.
Wait there.
Unlucky.
Wait there. You just beat Barrow, Lisa. You beat Barrow on penalties.
But that's the thing. We got through.
That's all that matters, mate. A win's a win. Don't matter how you do it. Don't have to be pretty.
I'll be honest with you. I don't give a toss about the League Cup.
We'll be out tomorrow, so I'm not bothered. We'll
I guarantee you, if you got into the final, you'd care about it, Dore, wouldn't you?
Matthew, we went to the game. We're not going to go to
Who you got in the cup tomorrow then, Lisa?
Preston at home.
Oh, you won't beat them. You'll lose.
Oh, that's Lee's favourite team.
Yeah.
So look at the
Sorry, I'm trying to get this. It's saying it's room full. I thought we could get.
You can.
Kick Dore off. Get rid of Dore. Don't worry about him.
Get rid of Lisa.
Lee, why have you just sent me the link?
Oh, sorry, I'll send it to Archie, but I sent it to you by mistake.
Jesus, have you been eating what Dore eats? Clown food.
I sent it to Archie, but it came.
Why am I getting Lee? Can you have people? Why am I getting picked on?
It's those Crystal. It's eating during the show. It's not professional. That's what it is. It's not professional.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get this guy on.
Why am I getting picked? This is not fair.
Because you've got that face that everybody just wants
Dore.
to know. That's what it is.
Dore,
I thought we could get 9 in on this. It's really
10,
weird.
I think.
Oh, we only allowed 6.
It says 10, doesn't it normally? So
Do we not have to pay extra for that?
No, I do pay extra for that.
Oh,
I do.
I pay extra.
You can have 9 people on there.
I don't understand. Maybe I've got to move it around like that to get more in. I don't know.
Just get rid of Lisa. That brightened my day.
To be fair, Dore, let's be honest. I think if we had to get rid of everyone, Lisa would just be out on the show on her own at the moment. Let's be honest.
I don't know.
Well, you can get 10.
Let's have a head count.
You can get 10 on.
Let's do a vote.
Who turned on time?
Who wants rid of Dore?
Dore, put your crusty feet away, mate. No one wants to see that.
Listen to me. I've got coconut butter on mine, so my legs are clean, fresh, okay?
Too much information.
Pardon?
Too much information, that, please, Dore.
So, Lisa, so you said that at the moment you don't stand a cat's in chance. Where do you think you need to improve on the pitch then? What position?
We definitely need a striker.
Okay.
We definitely, for me, need another creative midfield player. And also, we need to get this winger in, which is supposed to be sort of sat. He's landed at the airport. He's due a medical, and it should be done within the next sort of 24, 48 hours. So with those 3 additions and get everybody back fit, we should have a decent squad, to be honest.
Is that a permanent deal or a loanee?
No, it was costing us about 3.5 million, I think, this winger from Poland. As for the others, I don't know. It's all very secretive at the minute. Koku doesn't like to give much away on the transfer front to stop maybe getting.
To be fair, I prefer that
the teams interested in things. So
I prefer managers to be really secretive and we not know about it.
Yeah.
So we've lost so many players for that. Where we've gone, we'll go after him, and then 2 weeks later, Sheffield United sign him or someone like that.
So yeah, if we get the right players in, we should hopefully have a decent squad to at least challenge.
Decent squad. Decent squad. You got a decent squad, Lisa.
Better than yours, Dores, mate.
Just listen to me, you nappers. You stay in league. We're in championship. You're in League One, yeah? Just remember, okay?
Yeah, mate. Well done, Boris. You have won the European Cup.
Why did you not start?
Who are only one league above. What?
Yeah, but they live in the past. They always have done, Forest. They always live in the past.
Yeah, they hang on 1 minute. They won the European Cup, right? They won the European Cup, right?
One.
Right, yeah, yes, we get that. We get that. You've won the European Cup, right, Dore? And now you are happy about being one league above, tiny little Fleetwood town, right? That had a population less than your stadium, right? Yeah. So pipe down, because we'll be in the same league as you next. Actually, no, we have to be in a league above you. So, sweetheart, shut it, up the cards, and come back to me when you're living in 2020, mate, not 1978. To be fair, Dore, you sound. To be fair, your microphone sounds like 40 years ago.
Okay, we've got a history. Derby, what Derby got? Who Derby got?
Won the league twice.
Oh, what?
We won the league twice in the 70s.
What year?
70, I think it was 74 and 76, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, what did Forest do? 79 and 80?
Eh?
What did Forest do? 79 and 80? Huh?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, that doesn't
special.
Lisa, I've got to throw one in right now. Don't Derby County still hold the record for being relegated with the least amount of points from the Premiership?
Yes, and that'll never be beaten. Yeah, of course we have. Of course we do.
Talk to us about that. What was that like?
Well, I went to every single away game.
Dore is loving it. Dore is like an excited child.
You can blame Billy Baggy Eyes for that. Billy Baggy Eyes Davis. It was his bloody fault. Poor Jewel. He was another one. Yeah, it was just one of them seasons.
No, Lisa, let me say something. Right, banter aside, right? That was Billy Davis' fault.
I know.
He brought in, I remember he brought in, was it Robert Earnshaw?
Yes.
Yeah, he brought Robert Earnshaw, and I thought, when I see that sign, I thought to myself, no, that's a bad signing. But,
it was bad. Lots of bad signings. We've wasted so much money over the years. It's criminal. With some of the managers that we've had, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It'll never be beaten. So just got to get on with it.
Yeah.
Although my husband's a Norwich City fan, and they came close last year to getting low points because then was it Huddersfield? No, it was Huddersfield, wasn't it? Huddersfield. Yeah, they got about
I remember that.
14 points, I think Huddersfield.
Because it was funny. It was funny because I don't know if you know this. Joey Barton got his driving license. Joey Barton got his driving license taken off him because he got 12 points, and he said, "It's not my fault. I've got more points than Huddersfield's got on the Premier League board this season." And at the time, I think Huddersfield had 11 points, and he just got his 12th point in like a year. So he just said, "At least I've got more points than Huddersfield got in the Premier League."
That's a classy man.
I don't like Joey.
Get lost, Jordan!
Yeah. And the thing I've heard about Joey Barton from down the road, I can't tell you.
Oh, mate, I know what you're on about. Believe me, I'm not commenting on that. But you know,
Forest the Tim.
I like
the Tim Pot.
I like.
What are you not commenting on?
The nicest man on this planet.
Like that,
Nick Muller's saying that Derby gave you Brian Clough, didn't they? So you owe Derby a thank you, don't you?
No. Brian Clough left. He left Derby. Get it right.
Well, the players didn't want him there, so he was forced.
Derby County was his favourite team. Let me tell you.
And he came to a better club, and look what happened. Yes, sir.
But has it happened since? No.
What do you mean?
Have you been that good since?
I've Derby.
No, you.
I've Derby.
We've never been that good to win the European Cup.
When was Forest in the Premiership?
Shall we just mute us for and just let them two have it out? Can we just mute it and just let them have it out for
in the
5 minutes?
Come on, Dore, in the boxing ring.
Should I put them back together?
To be fair, Lisa, with you in the ring, in the boxing thing, it'd be like Forrest in the Carabao Cup. He couldn't get past round 1.
Can I move from Dapper? Stop it. Leave me alone.
Actually, no, I'll tell you what.
What a love, Dore. What a love, mate.
I need to sit in between those two. Do you not reckon? Keep them apart. Just time out.
No, it's my favourite. Yeah, Lisa's she's all right. I can take a little bit, but.
Can you now? Hello.
We are. I've got a lot of relatives in Redhill, so you're all right, Dore, really.
So,
a quick question. Like, I know, like fans. Are you excited to go back to Dore when fans do go in the ground?
Yeah, as soon as I get back. I don't know what Forest are doing, but I've paid £480 for my season ticket. All I'm getting for it at the minute is Rams TV free of charge to watch the games.
Yeah.
I don't know how this ballot's going to work when you can get tickets. Then I think the games that you don't go to...
Forest have got all their fans in.
It goes in a credit.
Forest have got all their fans in. Yeah, all
the cardboard cutouts.
Oh, shut your mouth, Knappers.
Oh, to be fair, mate, a pub team that finished 6th last year in League One and that'll be in the top 12 again, 100%.
You are an inspiration, though. You are an inspiration to any team that can come from.
We are.
I would say, because where have you come from? What step were you in when it all started? You were like, step what?
I think when you were in the Premier League, I think we were in the 7th. So the one below National League North. So we were 6th league below you. And then we got promoted. And then we're in the National League North. And what happened was we beat Farsley Celtic twice. Southport beat him home and drew away, I think. And because Farsley Celtic got plunged out of the league, we had 6 points taken off us. Southport had 4. So we should have gone up winning the league in the National League North in the 2011-12 season. But we had to go through the playoffs. And then we ended up winning through the playoffs, the semi-finals, and then winning in the final. And obviously got through to the National League in our second attempt at League Two. We've been in League One now for 6 seasons, so it's been a historic rise, and I'm just glad that we're still in League One, and I think we're an established League One club now, which is what I like.
Which is inspirational for any non-league club, that can happen, can't it? Without you proving it can be done. I mean, obviously there was you got a very wealthy owner who put his money where his mouth is and built stands and built the ground, but it is possible, isn't 100%. It? It's possible. It lets people dream the dream. Other teams from lower leagues can dream that one day their club can do it, and you can, can't you?
It is possible. It is possible. And some of the players we've had over that time, I mean, Steve McNulty, absolute beast. He's got back-to-back with us and back-to-back with Tranmere. We've had Jamie Vardy, Charlie Taylor now at Burnley, Ben Davis we've had in our journey. These are they're the best Championship and Premier League players at the moment. So it's a good rise for us. Teams don't like us for who we are, and I think now we've shut a lot of fans up. Now this wage cap's come in. Now people will see that we're not spending over it. We are under the wage cap, and we've got one of the best training grounds in League One, an amazing facility, and it'll be there for a long period of time. So Pilly's one of the best chairmen you can have. He's just upgraded the youth setup as well. So we're going to be like Matt said about his chairman. We'll never be in debt. We'll never be in trouble. We'll always have a football club, which is to be proud of, and we'll always have that investment, which is good.
Yeah, that's really that is good. You couldn't ask for any more. Matt, thoughts on hashtag winning 13-12 on penalties in the FA Cup yesterday? Your thoughts on that, Matt?
Unbelievable, unbelievable, wasn't it?
Everyone knows my thoughts on hashtag United, and they were more worried, or not worried. They were more concerned about breaking records than actually winning a game. And I can't stand hashtag United. Franchise FC to me, I just can't stand them.
But before earlier on, I watched it because who put it on? That guy, that Bolton, not Bolton fan, the Bolton. Yeah, he put it on, and I was watching. I thought, that's not a football team. That's not a football team.
They come from nowhere, yet they want to try and aim to be in the Premiership. So yeah, good luck with that one. They'll get found out eventually.
A bit like Salford.
They'll get found out eventually.
You can say that. You can say that about us. We've had a sugar daddy, and so did Salford. So be interesting to see how they did. Obviously, I think they're only three rounds away from the actual non-league proper. And I'd also like to say on the videos, it's very well socially distanced, isn't it, behind that goal, the hashtag? Not.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
There's no social.
They could get a lot of screwing for that. I know, and it's a lot online as well. And it's like, but remember, lads, don't forget to hashtag it.
Fuck off. Just fuck off.
Gary Hutchison is asking any word of Blackpool letting supporters into the ground. I don't think there's any word at the moment. There's a lot of concern about the numbers are rising again, aren't they, everywhere? And I just get the feeling that football's not going to be coming back till the new year.
I think you'll see a second lockdown before there's fans back in stadiums.
I totally agree. Totally agree. It's really rising.
I've never had so much money in my bank because I'm not going to away games.
Yeah. It does save you a fortune, doesn't it?
When they got a great one. We can't actually buy our football kit. We had to pre-order them, and we don't know when we're getting them. Fans do not know when they're getting their kits because they're made in Australia. So when they've got this thing where our kits are made in Australia, but the people who make the kits, our owner actually bought a company to make our football kits. So he didn't have to pay like Adidas or Nike or anyone the big amount of money. So it goes back into the club. So the money goes back in the club. But because he'd done that, we'd only ever really from this like Elevate company, where is it? Elevate company that is his, we'd only ever had a kit come on time once. One season, fans, they said, kits are coming. We didn't get them until November. Players had them.
That's ridiculous.
Fans had to wait. And our kits are 60 quid a kit.
How much?
60 quid a shirt.
Mine was 40.
It's ridiculous,
Mine was
isn't
40.
it?
60 quid a shirt. We got.
I even think 40 is expensive, for what they are. Really, aren't they?
Back in the day, it used to be 30 quid a shirt. I could buy a home shirt and away shirt and be happy with it. But now if you go like buy a home shirt and away shirt, you're talking 100 quid.
Yeah, I used to be able to buy 100 penny sweets with a quid, mate. I can't do that anymore either.
Our situation with the way we've done the kits, we got like something called a 10-year season ticket, where you can have a season ticket for 10 years and that's your seat. I can't remember how much it was because it was ridiculous. But then
That's
you think about
£4,000.
Yeah, that's at our ground. But the problem you got is if someone, say a group of people pay that 10-year season ticket, kind of thing, where's your money coming from? Where's your money coming from for the rest of those season tickets? You get
exactly. Especially if you spend it all at the start of it.
Don't worry, Leeds gets one, buy one, get one free. So Leeds gets the out of
it. We can't actually go. In August, we got told to pre-order our shirts. We had to pre-order them by the 5th of August if you wanted the first batch. And there's been no word about first batch. And there's also been no word about refund for season tickets yet.
Wow. Any thoughts on Leeds' performance against Liverpool the other day? I thought
they were fantastic.
They were very good.
I thought it was
very... But one thing I want to say, look at Norwich last year in the Prem. Where they played Liverpool first game of the season. They looked a delight. They scored a goal. Should have had 2 or 3. I think Leeds.
Barker is not Belser. Belser is a top quality manager.
No,
but get the top quality players.
He is, but they can't play that every game. I don't think. I think sometimes you've got to be a little reserved. Be a bit like Sheffield United. Be horrible. Be in the faces. Be people that you annoy them. A bit like what Burnley have done. A bit like what Sheffield United have done. And I think the Leeds stay up. They'll finish top half. The Leeds finish top half.
I watched a documentary on YouTube about Leeds. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about 25 minutes long. It's incredible, isn't it? I mean, it really is. You've got to watch it. It's unbelievable. But this Bielsa, he's amazing, isn't he? He's an amazing manager. I didn't know much about him until I watched that, and I was just like, wow.
If you look at all the managers that aspire to be him or go work with him, just in pre-season, it's just incredible how many. Like I think Pep was under his tutelage.
Pep
was under his tutelage at one point. He's just a very, very smart manager, and I was always a bit wary when they got him in because I heard about him when he was in France, and it didn't go well. It really didn't. They mugged him off, and he just went, right, all right, I'm gone. And I had a funny feeling Lee didn't actually look after him and let him do what he wanted to. He would have just walked.
Somebody is saying to you there, Hoof-Hearted is saying the reason Sheffield Wednesday can't get the top side in time is because they're so massive and have to make so many. What's your answer to that?
That's actually not far from the truth, actually, to be honest with you.
They are so big, according to all their fans. Who is the hottest prospects in your clubs? Who is the hottest prospects?
Matt Penny.
James Hill for me. James Hill.
Trialist number B.
Trialist B at Bond.
Alex Michael Forrest.
Who?
That player that destroyed you, Lisa. Don't even say who.
Who mighty?
Lisa, you were destroyed by a player. Do tell.
You mean mighty?
Dore?
Hello.
So, you know, obviously we talked about shirts before. How long did it take to get your home and away shirt made? It must have not been that long because you got it from the joke shop.
No, I see Derby mate with it.
Listen, man, I'm not interacting with you if you keep on doing this, okay? Leave me alone.
What did your Derby mate do with your away shirt, Dore?
Pardon?
What did your mate do with your away shirt in the van?
Oh, don't. Don't. Basically, he works for this. Is it CX something? And
Toonami TV is here. Sharky's here.
He took a picture and he put his
arm. Get him in
on my voice shirt.
If you can get Sharky in.
Can we see if we can get him in? Because we couldn't get the other person in. Let's see if this.
It might take the heat off a door.
Yeah, please do.
Put the link in the comments, Sharky, if you want to come in.
The only won 2-0 the other day. Now that's not good enough. They only won 2-0 the other day. That's not good enough.
You're about.
Sharky, he always says, "Oh, it's not good enough finishing 11th." Sharky was saying, "Oh, they finished 11th in the Premier League and they've only spent 40 million quid." Worse, I was making a little joke saying they only won. Jesus Christ, Dore, you can tell you were living in the flat like the 1980s. You come here without a mat. You come here and you can't remember anything. Oh, mate, go back to sleep. We'll see you next week, son.
Somebody's saying they thought you were Des Walker. Des Walker.
He's working at Derby County Academy.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what? We get one each week, don't we? Benjamin Bloom, when he was here, he was getting it, and our Dore's getting it. I've been called the Beast from the Chase. I mean, come on. There's always one in there each week.
Link up again for Sharky. We just want to see if we can get more than 6 in.
Say that again, Dore.
How long Des Walker been at Derby?
God, it's got to be a few years because I work at a school and we use some of our students to act as stooges for the academy to get their coaching badges. So we go there for a 6-week period, and then the FA come in and assess the apprentice lads coaching our school kids. And he was there then, and that was about 4 years.
Got him in.
So he's been there a while.
Here he is.
But we can get more than 6 in. We've proved it. We had a young lad saying he couldn't get in before because it was 6, it was full. But you can get in. Evening, Sharky.
Evening, how's it going, lads? You good? And Lisa?
Okay. Keep playing me, Lisa. Talk about Sharky.
I mean, I've seen a film like this before with 6 guys and 1 woman, but we'll just move on. We'll just bypass all that.
That was on.
So
Sharky, in Newcastle.
Are you happy with your signings?
Yes, I am.
Whoa!
Do you think you're going to finish on 13th?
Well, you have to be. I mean, given the fact we've got a couple for free, I mean, you can't go wrong with Jeff Hendrick for free and Ryan Fraser. I mean, come on.
Good player, Jeff Hendrick.
Callum Wilson, clinical finisher as well. If he gets more service, look positive against West Ham. I know they're in trouble, but you can only beat what's put in front of you.
You're now behind Steve Bruce now.
Well, we've got no choice. Otherwise,
we were so pissed off when he left. We were so pissed off.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, he left us 2 weeks before the season to go to Newcastle.
Oh yes, yeah. And what we did was we gave you Jacob Murphy. We gave you Jacob Murphy just to smooth things over.
He did really well for us last season. I hear that you're looking at sending him, Aarons, and Lazar out now.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to give you back Jacob Murphy for the rest of the season. He's not really got a future. Good player, mind. I like him, but he just hasn't got a future.
I'd rather have Aarons than Murphy.
I hate him.
Murphy.
I love. Tell you what, mind. I'm loving Jamal Lewis. We were calling out for a left back, and how bad he was great on Saturday. Fantastic.
My husband's not very happy too because he's a Norwich fan.
Oh, honestly, I was over the moon when we got Jamal Lewis, and that's a steal for what we paid for him. Honestly, like leaving Liverpool, he is steal. He's an upgrade.
Yeah. Lee, put George's comment on.
George, let's have a look. What's he said?
I hate him. I actually hate him.
So are you all confident for your new season?
I don't know. I don't know if you know.
Ben got a bit upset when Blackpool scored in the 95th minute again.
No. What happened was Blackpool. We were 1-up at Bloomfield Road one season. We lost 2-1. They scored in the last minute. 1-1 all game. Now let's be honest. The Blackpool played down for the penalty for the first one. Should never have been. Then we got sent off, which was a cruncher. And they scored in the last minute. It went over and it just looped in, and Delfonso headed it in. And it happened again. Now, my coach at school, at college, he went for his haircut, and that barber goes, can't wait for tomorrow. I went, I wonder if that Fleetwood lad's there. And he goes, what Fleetwood lad? And he goes, it's happened again. And he just started laughing. It was probably one of the worst I've ever felt since I got told Dore was on this podcast tonight.
It's turned into a bit of a rivalry, hasn't it? Blackpool Fleetwood, isn't it, in the last few years?
No, really it's not a derby. It's not a derby.
It's our 16-year-old Blackpool fans tell me it's not a rivalry when they've only seen Blackpool Preston twice in their lifetime.
Fleetwood have given her them, to be fair, Blackpool they have in the last few years. I mean, look out their rise. You can't deny that.
Oh, yeah, we're a much better team than them. No, I'm only joking. No, but you've got to give credit for where they are. They are an established League One club. You've got to give them respect. But in previous years, they've been awful in League One. They really have. They've got a new ownership now. They're back now, and they finished really high in 13th last year, considering the back. Little dig at George there. No, but I think they'll be up there this year. If they don't get the playoffs this year, I think they'll start to kind of. I'll see when are they going to get out of League One. They should be with that squad they brought in. I've said they need experience. I've said it all along. However, I think they'll rival us for the playoffs. I think one of Blackpool or Fleetwood will get in.
Hey, Lee, was Plymouth a blip at the start of the season? I know you lost. Was it 1-0? Was it a blip?
We don't really know, to be honest. We basically Plymouth scored and then they just parked the bus for the remainder of the game, and we just couldn't score. But the only disappointing thing was we didn't seem to have a plan B. You know what I mean? We just didn't have that plan B, and we didn't have that. Really, we had Gary Medine, although he doesn't score many, on the bench, and he's a big lump of a forward, and you just thought maybe we just need a big lump of a forward up for a bit, but he continued to try and play sexy football, and it was a bit, really, I would say, it was a little bit men against boys, their defence, you know, they just soaked everything up, and everything we tried, and even when we got through, their goalkeeper was just, it's his debut performance, this young lad who they tip into being England goalkeeper, and he just saved everything.
Kind of any worse than John Pickford.
No, honestly, he's going to be a good. He's called Mike Cooper, I think he's called. Look out for him. He's a cracking goalkeeper, but I don't know. It's just disappointing. I had a lot of hope for it, but
do you know the story about Gary Medine?
Yeah, go on. Tell us about Gary Medine.
Gary Medine, when he was at Wednesday, a Sheffield United fan said, "You're fucking shit," and Gary Medine shoved his head into the pisser.
Did he?
And then got arrested for it, and then got a criminal charge for it. And then,
did he?
Oh man,
before
I remember
Wednesday, he torched someone's car in Carlisle. He's got a bad reputation.
Has he really? He's not done anything at Blackpool. He's really not done anything. Full stop.
We got him when he was just an idiot because he
played for Gateshead in the National League. I remember him way long ago, but he was obviously started off at Gateshead.
It must be about.
Before he made his name in the Football League. Yeah, pretty much. He's been everywhere.
How old is he actually?
I don't know. I don't think he's that. Well, he must be getting on for like 30, mustn't he? He must be getting near 30. I mean, we got him on a free from.
I thought he was older than that.
He might be. He might be, but he's definitely not done anything while he's been a Blackpool player. He's 30, yeah.
He's had a fair couple of clubs.
Oh, blimey, a bit of a thing at
Wednesday.
Nick Muller's having a go at Dore here.
What's new?
Dore, going back, you were not even alive when Forest won their cup, so it's the club's past, not yours. I was alive when Ipswich won FA and UEFA Cup, says Nick Muller.
Nick, I was alive. So zip it. Okie dokie.
He's older than he looks. He's our Dore. Looks young.
I go with Grays.
He just got his bus past this shit. He just got his free bus pass.
So he can get into the ground a little bit cheaper. So he can get consistent.
Right. Questions are coming in from the audience. JF is saying, how catastrophic would it be for any of your clubs to go down this year? Which club would it affect the worst?
Definitely Forest and Dore, 100%.
I think we
definitely.
Well.
Definitely. I think right now it will hit Forest hard because they spent money on players. The
wage cap.
The wage cap as well. So yeah, it will definitely affect Forest 100%.
I think it would affect us because I couldn't see people paying the prices to get in, the shirts, and just the way we try and get players in at times. We try and use that we're a big club and we use that whole kind of we're massive thing. And we try and get players to say it when they do interviews. It's like, oh, you're in League One. Sheffield United are in the Premiership. You're not that big. It would be bad for us. I don't know how we rebuild.
How would it be for Newcastle, Sharky? Not that it's going to happen, but
to be honest with you, when we go down, Mike actually tends to spend a lot of money, doesn't he? He's done it in the past. A couple of times we've gone down, and we've got lucky and got back up. But if we went down again, it's difficult to really say, if I'm honest. I mean, I know we'll have the parachute payments from the Premier League, so technically we've got the advantage, plus we've got the fan base as well. So, but then again, it really is a difficult one to say.
I think teams that come down from the Premiership, I think the fans
They've got advantage.
Forget how hard the Championship is to get out.
It is. Yeah. To be honest with you, can I just say something? In the 16-17 season under Rafa Benitez, we didn't have it, all our own way. We only won the league on the final day. We only got promoted, automatically, was it, with like 4 games to go. So to be fair, the likes of Huddersfield and Brighton and whatnot and Villa and that were always competitive. Under Chris Hughton, we did have it quite easy because we had a very good side, but I think Rafa was the difference that season when we got promoted, with the experience.
I still can't believe that Rafa Benitez and Championship is still in the same sentence.
Yeah. To us, I was just as surprised as you. I was surprised he stopped and obviously took it back up, but there you go. I suppose it's the attraction of this football club, isn't it, Newcastle? The fan base and that.
It's that lovely accent, that's what it is.
Oh, cheers, thank you.
I can't understand.
Well, let's be fair though. You know what it is? It will be difficult for any club that comes down from the Premier League because it doesn't always guarantee that you're going to come back up. You've just got to have the right, infrastructure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for years, West Brom were known as that yo-yo club. They just used to come down, go up, come down. But what they used to do is all the money they made, they used to shove it into the academy. What Burnley did. Burnley came down.
Burnley are well drilled. Burnley are an example. If you don't spend loads they do well in the Premier League. I've got a lot of respect for Burnley.
Look at what they built, the academy.
Yeah, but the Burnley people, they're just tight as a drum, honestly. They never... I'm always amazed that they can actually spend anything on any player because they really, honestly, they are tight people from Burnley.
50 million they want for Tarkowski to go to West Ham and they need a new defender because we were ripping them to shreds on Saturday. They were bad.
Were they?
Yeah, they were bad. Let's be honest, we could have been 4-5-2 up at half time.
Wow.
They'll go down.
They were that down. Honestly, I've never been so comfortable watching us on an away day, but they were bad, West Ham. And if I was a West Ham fan, I would be very worried.
No, he didn't, Michael. If you can get the clip or where Pilly goes to the EFL and investigates it, well, so how come 18 clubs voted for it? So it wasn't just Pilly.
Ben, what's happened?
Cantony,
Ben, what happened?
Michael
what's
putting Fleetwood's chairman to investigate the wage cap. No, he didn't. And I'm not being funny, the wage cap was good. It's an equal playing field.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not saying that because Sunderland are in League One, but I think it helps. I think everyone's got an even keel.
Yeah. What's a wage cap?
So there's a wage cap in
I don't know what that is at this club.
No, it's come in, hasn't it, this year for?
Can I ask a question to Lisa?
League One and League Two, is it this year?
You know, with all the nonsense that happened with Derby off the pitch, what do you think? What do you think of it?
It was disgusting. I was embarrassed to be a Derby fan with all that happened last year. This year, I can't wait to get rid of it because of COVID. But for being a Derby fan, with the crash gate, the sacking of Keogh, all the investigations from the EFL, everything that's come with Derby County this year, and last season, but this year, it's been appalling. And Mason Bennett, I was glad to see the back of him. Have I forgiven Tom Lawrence? Yes, when he plays well, I've forgiven him. But I can't condone what they did, being the ex-copper that I am. It was despicable what they did, and I know a little bit more than came out into the public eye. So yes, it was. It was awful.
Lisa, I heard that you said you're an ex-copper.
Yes, retired.
You still got them handcuffs.
Only
I just wanted to see you tied Dore. Handcuff Dore so he can't go.
I wonder if we'll ever see a Forest and Derby County fixture in the Premier League again. I wonder.
No. Okay, Forest are going up and Derby going down, so it's not going to happen.
You said that last year, though. Look what happened.
To be fair, you're both big clubs. So Sheffield Wednesday as well. So you're all big clubs. You should be back up in the Premier League.
Get off that fence, Sharky. You'll get splinters in your arse.
Most likely, mate. Most likely.
Derby are not a big club.
No. Yes, we are.
No, you're not a big club. Come on.
We've got a bigger fan base. You Forest fans only turn up to the shitty ground when you're playing well. Do you turn up when you're not? No, you disappear.
Wait.
To be fair, the Forest game I went to is the quietest game I've ever been to. Your fans are when you go.
Wait. So every time you go to Derby, there's more flags than fans. It's true. There's more flags.
Well, at least we don't see that stupid song about Mulligan. What's that got to do?
Lisa, you know that flag you got to? Has that got a season ticket as well?
What, my cuckoo flag?
Yeah, you cuckoo. Has that got a season ticket?
Yeah, it's inside the ground now. So yeah.
You got more flags than fans.
So, and we like to create an atmosphere.
So Sunderland have got more seats than fans as well. I mean, I can say that,
Oh, what about the Sunderland start to the season? That was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it?
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Bristol Rovers.
Every season I hear it, we're going to do so well. We're going to get promoted. Then you draw. Was it 1-1 with Bristol?
Yeah, 1-1 with Bristol Rovers. I
keep having a little pop at the man mistake because we're getting on quite well, but it's just a bit of banter.
Yeah, it's not a great start, is it, for Sunderland?
League One, to be fair, it's getting these leagues at the bottom, like Championship, League One, League Two. They're getting tough with all this, competition. It's tough.
Oh, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
And plus, with the wage caps, can I say it's even more competitive now?
The thing is, though, like that Sunderland game. All right, look, like I said, you judge on results, but the game, Sunderland just dominated them. They destroyed them for most of the game. If you're looking at the shots, the possession, everything, Sunderland just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. So either Bristol Rovers, they've played, the game of their life, the keeper, the defence, or Sunderland's just couldn't hit a barn door. But it's just like you say, it's first couple of games of the season.
Yeah,
it's what do we say? It's a marathon, not a sprint. Or it's not a sprint; it's a marathon. Even long way to go.
But Sunderland are showing basically what Leeds did for a while, and Sheffield United. It's so hard to get out of League One. Then you go that step
not easy
Championship. It gets even harder, and that's why I think you get a lot of teams like Rotherham and Barnsley are not willing to spend that extra to push on in the Championship to be. Know what they're saying, so they're always yo-yoing. And
can I just say something about the League One, League Two clubs? I know there's obviously a wage cap now, So when one of those clubs gets promoted to the Championship, isn't there any a greater gap between those who get promoted from League One to those in the Championship because they aren't really on the wage cap?
25 million in the Championship, 2.5 in League One. So
that's what I'm saying. There's a huge gap.
Forest wage is going to be massive. They've been signing players from Bernardo's, charity shops, KFC, McDonald's. And then the actually saw one of the bellies today. I think it was
think of the ones Ben who drop out of the Premier League as well. You compete with them.
Well, that's where parachute payments don't work in the Championship.
Yeah.
It's never ever going to be even when you've got parachute payments. And like when you go out of the Championship into League One, you lose 7 million in TV money.
It's not worth thinking about.
It's a lot of money for like a small club to lose that amount. So say
that
Wickham,
Forest,
say Wickham got up, fantastic, and then lost that 7 million, and that 7 million is a lifeline for clubs like that. It's never ever going to be fair in football when Premiership and the EFL are running it, and I love it to go back to where fans control it more, but it's never going to happen because they want the control. And football, as much as we all love football, we're all not stupid to realise that it's very corrupt. The more money you've got, the more you can pay to get things done.
Surely not. Corruption in football.
To be fair, they tried to do Newcastle and the takeovers failed again. So are you looking forward to another takeover next year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Christmas, January, March, next summer. Oh, can't wait, mate. Honestly, can't wait. The saga continues. Oh, I mean... Oh, there's a big debate going around it. You know, the clubs are going backwards and forwards. It was Newcastle made a statement saying they weren't happy with the Premier League, and then the Premier League got bitten back, and it's Mike Ashley's getting a lawyer out. That was this morning. Honestly, I'm trying to get over it, and then it just comes back. It's just really frustrating. I know he wants to sell it, but it just happens to us, doesn't it? Like, it should be simple. Yeah, you give it to somebody who wants to buy the club, who has the interest at Newcastle at heart. You know, it's like any club.
But
it's really frustrating.
He does keep raising the price.
That's frustrating.
It's like
honestly, it's so annoying because you just want to move on from it.
As a businessman, he's actually
it is, but it's frustrating for the fan base. It's frustrating for Steve Bruce. It's frustrating for the players because it's going to affect everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, but we just need to try and get on with the new season and just see what happens. I don't have any expectations that we're going to get takeover anytime soon, but. That's Newcastle United, isn't it? That's the attraction of this football club. That's what it does to potential buyers. But as soon as it comes around, nothing materialises. This is
why Sky Sports love it come January. Because
they do. Honestly, and it's frustrating.
We had it for about a couple of seasons when Milan were trying to sell us. It's like, we take over, great. We have one that was about to go through. It turns out he's from Azerbaijan. He was corrupt as hell. The takeover fell through. Then we sold it to Chansiri. It worked to a point. But
was that Carlos Carvajal?
Yeah, that's Carlos. Yeah.
Good, by the way, very, very good manager. I actually did rate him in Sheffield.
Very underrated still as well.
Yeah.
I think he's just gone somewhere in Brazil and he's doing really, really well. I thought he was quite unlucky when he was at Swansea. Because I would have kept him in the Championship and let him.
He's Braga manager now.
Braga, there we go. Oh, that makes sense. He used to play for Braga. I know he had some talk in Brazil at some point in the summer. But
to be fair, do you know why I rate him as a manager? Because he kept beating us at St James's Park. It was always and I went down to Hillsborough for the 2-1 defeat as well in the Championship. And to be fair, you were playing some very, very good football. I generally thought you were going to go up, but not the first season, but the second season.
The second season, we didn't go up mainly because, and it does sound really weird, we bought Jordan Rhodes and we were all expecting him to bang in the goals and make him the thing. And it just didn't work. And it still technically hasn't worked. And
you've took the mickey out of me in that season that we only got 11 points.
Yeah.
We managed to beat Newcastle both times, didn't we?
Oh, honestly, yeah. We love giving away records. If you need a win, just come and play us at any time. It doesn't matter. I mean, we could play what like Burnley the night need a win. Just beat us. Honestly, we'll give you it. It's fine.
Last season, it was literally.
I was there. Was it Miller? Was that his name? Someone's I've got now, but I was there. We got beat. It was a horrible night that was. But fair play to you. You got 3 points, and you deserved it.
It would turn around and be It would literally be, they haven't won away all season. Come to us and they smash us.
Yeah.
Blackburn Rovers stuffed us 5-0 and they hadn't beaten had an away win in like 10 games.
Blackburn, we've got them tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. I mean, not an easy game.
I'm dropping out for 5 minutes. I'm dropping out for 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes, all right?
All right, okay.
Can I just ask, is Mike Ashley as big a dickhead as people think he is?
Do you know what it is, right? Fair play to him. And it's not often I say this, but he has addressed key areas. I don't know where the money's come from. I don't know if he's won the lottery in the last few weeks, but he's addressed striker situation because we'd lost to Middlesbrough in Stoke in pre-season. And I was very, very worried because Dwight Gale, he's out for 3 weeks and he was the striker who we were looking to try and get goals. Carroll, you can't rely on him for a full season. He's injury prone at best. Mutu's, he's going out on loan to Ibar, I believe, tomorrow. And then you've got, who else have I missed out? Joe Linton. Just not played in his natural position. He should be played at a left wing. He had to spend some money because if we didn't, I think we're in trouble. You know, a left back was a must. Jamal Lewis, a good bit of business there. Fraser, a bit of competition on the wing.
Really,
is he a dickhead? For me, I am 75% towards Mike Ashley being a dickhead. I know he spent money, but for the amount of years that he's messed the club around. I don't know if he's doing something now because he wants to make the club more profitable so he can sell it, maybe to a potential buyer. And that's why he wants the club to be more stabilised so it doesn't go down, then he's got a better chance of selling it. If you know where I'm coming from. That's why he's spending. Because if we go down, it's going to be difficult to sell us to the right buyer. And if you know that, like with this fit and proper person's test, they've done it with Wigan and it could happen to anybody.
The best thing that he's looking for like a miracle season where you get top 6.
Yeah,
and he's like,
it's not going to, and that's not. I know we're saying Wilson, but that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it might do. It's possible, but it's not.
But that's what he's looking for. Then he can turn around. Yeah. Well, look, we're a European club now again.
We're so far away. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we start off tomorrow against Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup. For a club of our size, we should be looking for the cup competitions. We've done awful in the Carabao Cup in the last few seasons, if not since it's been around. I don't think we've ever won the League Cup. The FA Cup, let's be honest, we've got a cup run. Was at the quarterfinals against Manchester City and he played 5 at the back and then we got humped 2-0. Could have been more. We just need to be looking to do well in the cup competitions. If we want to try and get back in Europe, I'm not saying we're going to win the Carabao Cup, but we need to try and look to get to the final. That's anyone's dream, is to do well in a cup. Yeah. Whether you're a championship club or a League 1, League 2, it doesn't matter. Bradford done it. They've given everybody hope that you can get to a final and you could do something possibly. But is Mike Ashley a dick? I would say, I'm 75% yes that he is. But it's like, if you've been messed around for so long, then yes, but I will agree that he has stabilised the club in 10 years. You know, he's kept us in the Premier League for as long as it has done. Yes, we've gone down twice, but he has stabilised the football club. We could have been, you know, in a worse off situation. We could have done a Sunderland and gone to the League 1, and we could have went down to the Championship and stayed there. But to be fair, we've come back up twice. If we were to do it again, it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, Mike Ashley's a funny one because he doesn't speak to the fans, and that's all we ask is, please just spend some money like he did do and speak to the fans, communicate like they did last week with what's going on with the takeover, put a statement out. It's the little things. Every football fan, it doesn't matter who you support, want communication. That's all you're asking for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So a question for Loudmouth here. Why did Barnett never learn from their mistakes? Pay Mad Dog the money and keep him there. Agree or disagree?
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Loudmouth, what's going on with Bonner? Have you got players yet?
Tell us who is Mad Dog?
Mad Dog's Martin Allen.
Right.
One of the greatest managers to ever grace this beautiful game. He's managed us on 5 separate occasions as well.
Right.
Why do we keep making the same mistakes? It's a very good question. You could argue the chairman doesn't back the managers by giving them enough money, resources, giving them their own coaching staff. They've got to work with what they've got. Getting like rookies to pay them on the cheap, so to speak, and then basically go work with what you've got. It's difficult. I love Mad Dog, Martin Allen. I'll never say a bad word about the guy, but the problem with him is he has chased that money far too many times where we have had him and he's left us, and it's just one of those things, really. It can happen anywhere. I mean, you ask most clubs that he's managed. He won the league with Gillingham. Gillingham will love him. Notts County will love him. Brentford. I don't think he's gone to many clubs and not succeeded, really.
Was that Leicester once, eh?
For a couple of games, not many. I think 3 games.
Have you got a side yet? Have you got some players in the door yet?
We had a pre-season against Hitchin Town and lost 2-0. But in all fairness, they've been on a roll. They've played, including our game, they've played 8 and 1 away. So Hitchin Town have got a good little setup there. And we had a team filled with trialists. I think there was like 7 trialists in the first half and 7 trialists in the second half. But we have signed 3 players officially. So I mean, I don't know much about them. Well, one of them is a centre half from fucking Stevenage. They won 3 games all season. So what does that tell you?
I'm sure I heard you say you're rivals with them. Is that right?
Yes.
Stevenage. They beat us in the FA Cup. I remember that. Don't even remind us.
I think do you know what, a Barnet legend? I think it's Giuliano Grazioli who actually played for Barnet, an absolute Barnet legend. I think he scored the goal. I think, if I can remember correctly. But in all fairness, we've had a few players from Stevenage. Even one of the managers, we had Paul Fairclough, who was the manager of Stevenage, and come to us, and we won the league with Paul Fairclough as well, which Martin Allen started that season. I'm just going to throw that in there. Martin Allen rebuilt that season, and then Paul Fairclough took it over. So, look,
what's your expectations for Bonnet in the season? And do you think they can do all right?
I just want us to survive. I'm not going to lie. I just really want us to try and grind something out. We've done a prediction. I said 18th. So that's just hovering above the relegation zone. I don't think we're going to set the world alight. I just want us to try and get a team together and gel and just...
Yeah, you got unknowns, to be fair.
Just surprise us. I mean, I've got no expectations this season. So any win, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a street party. I'll get naked. Anything. Lisa, get them handcuffs out, girl. Come on. We're doing
it. Paul Orton is asking it. Sorry, Paul Orton is asking a question. He's asking it to me, but we can all answer this question. We have already covered it, really, about Leeds United upsetting some Premier League teams this season. I said I've watched a documentary, and I think this manager looks amazing for Leeds United. You know, they scored 3 against Liverpool. I think they're going to scare a few teams this season in the Premier League.
Yeah, same.
I'm not looking forward. I am not looking forward to the trip to Ellen Road. Just put it that way.
No,
they are a good outfit, and they played some scary stuff.
You know, they are a massive side. I didn't realize how big they are really until I watched that video. I mean, I know they're big, but they're sort of like the biggest city to have just one club.
Yeah.
If you're born in Leeds, you're Leeds.
Calvin Phillips is something else.
Yeah, incredible.
Time will tell.
Liverpool.
First game of the season, first time back in the Premier League for 16 years, and against the current champions, they was always going to up their game. But what I don't understand is why did they offer the manager a new 1-year deal? What, a week before the season started? No. Why have they waited so long? What's that about? Was they trying to wait?
He's not one of those He's not one of those managers that sticks around. If you look at his track record, his previous history, he stays for maybe a season or two, and then he obviously goes off elsewhere. He's that type of manager.
They were very lucky they got him for the second season.
Yeah,
there was
very
a lot of talk about him just going, because he was like, "Well, I haven't done it first time round. I'm going to go somewhere else and try something else." And there was a lot.
Can I just say something?
Go.
I don't even know how we convinced, like you said before, I don't know how we convinced Rafa to stay in the Championship. Like, that was just baffling. I was baffled.
He probably wanted a job, mate. He had a mortgage to pay.
Exactly.
The way you kept Rafa was you, the fans. He had
we did. We were sang. We did. Honestly, we beat Spurs 5-1. I remember the last game of the season, we were down anyway, and we were just singing for Rafa like the whole game, just wanted him to stay. And I think he took to the fans. He goes, "You know what? Yeah, let's give it a shot. You know, let's get this club back into the Premier League, see what happens, and then
I think the case is, I don't give a crap what Mike Ashley says. I'm going to stay here because I need to get him back up." And when
pretty much. When
Rafa left, I was so shocked that he just didn't go. Mike Ashley go, "Here's the money. Carry on what you're doing."
Honestly, I done a YouTube video on it, and I was really upset. Like, I was really angry because that just summed up the club at that time. But like I said, obviously Bruce is here now. He's in his second season. I think this is his crunch season now. There's no excuses. There's been some players brought in the door. He's got the players that he wants, and he's saying all the right things. It's up to him now to deliver on the pitch. That's the most important thing.
That's a question. I've never seen Lisa so quiet so much.
Thank you.
Just listen. Well, it's
I'm listening intently.
By the way, Dore, I'm glad we haven't got you in the Carabao Cup. It's Blackburn tomorrow, not Forest.
I know. You know what? I'm so good as well. We always beat Newcastle.
You probably beat us. To be honest with you, come up here and you beat us. It's often the case. You beat us. It's often the case.
Yeah, but do you think you'll beat Blackburn tomorrow?
Yeah, I've gone for a 2-0. I hope we can get it done in half an hour, but it'll be difficult. They'll be up for it. You know, it's a one-off game. There's no fans, so they'll come up and think, do you know what? No fans. We can give it a roll and see what they can do. If we win, we've got Morecambe or Oldham in the third round, and that's at home as well. And then there's a chance of getting into the fourth round. So who knows? I mean, like I say, we've got to try and do something in this competition because the FA Cup's always tough, but we're not going to do anything in the league. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be difficult, but we should get the job done. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I don't know who you have all got in the Carabao Cup. I mean, are you all playing yourselves? I mean, who?
No, we're the Carabao Cup. We let someone else win it.
We've got Port Vale at home, and if we win
winnable.
We get either Everton or Salford. It is winnable, but we've lost in League Two sides before, as I alluded to before.
Ben, who you got in the third? Sorry, Ben, who you got in round 3? Who you got round 3? Sorry, if you win?
Well, we need to beat Port Vale first, and they'll be up for it. But we've got either one of Salford or Everton, so I would prefer Salford. But
see you in round 4. See you in round 4.
No, if we play Salford in round 3, I can just see it being 0-0 and Hunter scoring, going to Joey Barton after scoring like a 97th minute winner, just going like that to Barton. And to be fair, I'd laugh at it, but I like Cash. But I hope he scores the winner at Goodison Park, but then he has a stinker at Highbury.
What about Blackpool and Derby? Are you in the Carabao Cup? Aren't you? I'm sure.
We're at home to
They're out, lads! Hey!
Preston. That's a winnable game.
We lost to Stoke on penalties.
We got Rochdale.
We're more focused on the league. Don't worry about it. We're focused on the league. Don't worry about it.
That's it. Yeah.
We're in the league.
Dore, did you think you started playing football on Saturday? Or did they start 42 years ago, like in your head?
I've just got to say this to you, Dore. There's more chance of me getting on the next series of Love Island than Forest winning the league.
You've got a chance, Lisa. Come on.
What about Sheffield Wednesday? Are Sheffield Wednesday still in it? Carabao Cup?
We've got Rochdale in next round, so winnable.
Rochdale. We had them last year in the FA Cup. They were nightmare.
It's one of those games where we could probably slip up. And for Wednesday, I couldn't really give a crap about the cup this year. We need to just work on league and just get to 0.
Yeah.
That's another one. Carlos Carvajal. I remember Steve McLaren. Yes, Steve McLaren. I went to the League Cup game at the time, and you beat with 1-0 at St James's Park. Another one, another defeat in the Carabao Cup.
Well,
Forest, Sheffield Wednesday, Leicester. We just do not do the League Cup, honestly.
When Carlos was really losing it at Wednesday, he had this press conference and he pulled out a £20 note, grumped it up, said, "This is a £20 note." And then he goes,
I remember that.
It's still a £20 note. The players are still the same players. But every time he had a press conference, it was so funny because he had to try and figure out what he was saying. He liked his little anecdote. And but he couldn't get the English anecdote right. So it come out all gibbly.
I just think he was such a classy manager for that division, though, to be fair. I just wish he got you up.
We didn't turn up for the whole game, and then when we lost to Huddersfield Town,
that's at Huddersfield. They're another Huddersfield away.
That was another season where we had a really weird one because Fernando Fortier was trying to push a move either to Newcastle or Villa.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, he was linked with us.
He didn't get on the coach to go to the game, so he just stayed at home. And then all through the season, we were playing catch-up with him. Got to January, signed a new contract, and he was like, I'll play now. And then pretty much got us to a point to the semi-finals kind of thing. But the problem we had with Fernando Fortier and a lot of other people, and the thing that we got now, we've lost a lot of the egos that were in our team. Granted, we've lost a lot of money because we could have sold Fortier for $7 million first season, didn't. We still got Kieran Westwood on our books who's just not playing. He's training for the under-23s.
Why is he not? He's a good keeper, Kieran Westwood.
He's a very good keeper, but he's fallen out with 2 managers now that have come to the club.
I like him.
I like Kieran Westwood.
Fans love him. I tell you what.
I remember going to Hillsborough. He was wearing a cap. I was like, bloody hell, the next Chris Kirkland.
Right, if he's falling out with 2 managers, maybe he's a prick.
Yeah,
possibly.
He's fallen out with 2 managers. Monk But Monk said he hasn't fallen out with him. Kieran Westwood has said that they haven't fallen out. It's just an age thing. I'm starting to get on a bit. I want to get my 2 young keepers in.
They are going to say that, though, aren't they? They are going to say that, aren't they?
If you have fallen, if that were the case, you would still be training with the first team and not the under-23s.
I like Barry Bannon.
Barry Bannon's our captain this year.
I love him at Derby again.
Yeah.
He was good player in the Championship when we faced up against him. Decent player.
Barry Bannon.
Yeah, we had him at Blackpool.
Barry
he's a good player.
Game at the weekend had it where one of the players went on the floor and he just shouted, "Get up, you fucking prick."
I remember one of your players having to go at Mitch. He put his face in the way, and you were what are you going to do?
One of his own players. It wasn't an away. It wasn't like a Cardiff player. It was one of his own players turning around and saying, "Get the fuck up." And it's nice to see because at the end of the game, we had a big team huddle. And it's something we haven't seen in a while where the team is actually looking a bit more together.
Are you staying up, by the way? You're on -9. Are you staying up? I know you beat Cardiff.
I'm saying
They
we're
will.
14.
Sheffield Wednesday will stay up. Definitely.
Yeah.
They will.
Who I'm gutted when they didn't manage to keep hold of was Atinuhue. Our fans is love him or hate him.
Who's this? I'm trying to think who he is now. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, his name rings up. Yes.
And fans either love him or fans either hate him. And he's been at the club for 7 years. He's now gone to, it's really weird. He's now gone to a team that's going to be trying to get into, it was in the Europa League, which is really odd. He's gone to like a Cypriot team or something like that who were in the Europa League. But I was gutted we didn't re-sign him because he could have done it for another year, but I think 7 years at a club is long enough. And our problem is we've had players who should have been gone, and we just stockpiled players on and on and on, and it's just not worked.
Can I ask you about Tango?
Yeah,
Man?
I think with a
back
squad.
in the ground?
Pardon, say again.
Tango Man, is he going to be allowed back in the ground? He got banned.
His ban is actually up now because it actually expired during lockdown, and he tried to turn around and say, "Oh, you're going to be banned when it all starts back up." He said, "No, my piece of paperwork says here that I'm banned on this date. There's no lockdown clause. There's nothing. I'm coming back." And
why was he banned?
Yeah,
he got. It depends who you ask. His story was his girlfriend was getting manhandled by a steward. He went to get in the way and said, "Get off her," and then he got kicked out for that. The steward, on the other hand, said that Tango was giving abuse to him and being nasty. And if anyone's ever met Paul is the loveliest bloke ever. You won't see him like try and have a go.
You can't miss him.
No. Well, funny enough, when the whole reason he started taking his shirt off, he started that at a Newcastle game. And it's just carried on since. And you'll see him.
You didn't score. You didn't score by any chance, did you?
I think we did actually. But you'll see him in the ground in like winter weight, -2 or -3 with no shirt on.
It's
And
not pretty.
It's not. It'll put you off your back.
So does this geezer? All right. So he walks into the ground with a shirt on. As soon as the game starts, it's off. As soon as the game's finished, it's back on again.
Yeah.
So for 90 minutes, he stands there topless.
Yeah, in the cold. There's a few fans do that, and they don't wear any tops.
And to be fair,
There's one at Oldham. There's one at Oldham.
Oh God, it's so cold
One
there.
at Oldham.
Oh Jesus, that's the coldest ground in the country, isn't it, Oldham? Lisa, do you think Rooney will do well at Derby County? Somebody's asking.
Lisa, 1 minute. You need to rephrase that. Do you think Derby County will do well for Wayne Rooney FC? Because that's all I ever hear about. So do you like being called like Wayne Rooney's Derby County? Because it would annoy me because we get it. Joey Barton's Fleetwood Town.
We had it with Frank Lampard, didn't we?
Obviously, you've had a rich history. And then you had it for the Cuckoo. Now you got Wayne Rooney. What do you think about it? Because I'd get quite annoyed by it.
Yeah, I do as well. Because with Derby County before him, or with Derby County after him, he's coming here to do his coaching badges really. And let's make no bones about it. He saved our season really last season. We got the most points in January when he started playing. We've got the most points in the league. We were on top of the form chart. So, but the last 3 or 4 games, I think it caught up with him a little bit. He's been injured. Hopefully, he came on for a little while on Saturday. He's going to play. He's going to start in the cup game tomorrow. I didn't realise, even at his tender age of 32, I think he is, or 34, just how good he is. When you watch him live, He's
unbelievable.
Why can't I see Wayne Rooney being your manager?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I can see that.
Why can't I see Wayne Rooney being your manager? I can honestly say it.
Yeah, I mean, no, to be fair.
Honestly, it's in the pipeline. It's going to happen.
The way he can control the ball is fantastic. Like, I look at him and he's played like as a defensive midfielder a couple of times, in midfield, and I think that's how Harry Kane will end up. If I'm honest with you, Harry Kane, when he drops deep, the way he can spread a pass out wide, he can hold the ball up, he can drop deep, and it reminds me a lot of Wayne Rooney, especially for England, that talisman who will score goals. And one thing I like about Rooney, he's done it in a lot of different divisions now. He's done it abroad, done it in the physicality of the Championship at an older age. So what Wayne Rooney's done has been amazing for Derby County.
Abroad, he was in America. Let's just give it that. America is quite an easy league to play in.
Yeah.
Kind of. And it
is an easy league, but you have to adapt. You have to adapt.
Oh, what?
You have to adapt.
Yeah, we've got Almiron. We got Almiron. I mean, he's coming to the club for the last couple of seasons. It did take him a season to adapt, and last season he was pretty good. He's starting to get there now. He set up Hendrick for the.
Wayne Rooney adapted like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what league you're in, as long as
come on. If you've got someone of Wayne Rooney's quality, even at his age, going over to the MLS, he is going to stand out no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he is.
It's not about he adapted. It is literally he's head and shoulders above that league, no matter what, even at the age he was.
But
look at when the last time went over to the MLS and he destroyed it.
But just to have Wayne Rooney at the academy teaching these young lads about football, it can only be a good thing.
I can honestly see him being the manager. I can see him being the manager. Tuesday time.
No, Lisa, on a serious note there, I know you say, like, people have said that they can see Wayne Rooney being your next manager. He's teaching, like, the academy players. Do you think he's teaching the right way how to dive in a box like Ferguson taught him?
No, I'm not used to that. Honestly, joking apart, I expected he'd come when he came, or it won't take long for him to get sent off, blah, blah. But he's calmed down a lot. I mean, he's captain when he's on the field. He's calmed down a lot. He's not the Wayne Rooney that I remember in the referees' faces, going in for nasty tackles. That side of his game seems to have calmed down a lot, I think.
He has to, though, in the Championship, because you get found out very quickly.
Yeah.
But I also
now he's going to the coaching. Now he's going to the coaching, you'll see that, and you'll see if he's going to be a coach, he can't be effing and jeffing on a pitch. He can't be swearing.
I don't know, it's actually just turn the camera
He looks the best. He's looked the best he's done all evening. I think you've got to kind of set an example to those younger players. So I think by him being a bit calmer, the likes of kind of Lawrence, the likes of those young players coming through, you've had a lot coming through, which is amazing to see. And he's got to set an example. And if he can do that, it will focus on the old team, because if he got sent off and his head went, the old team's head would go. He's like a teacher at school. If a teacher say swears, you'd be like, why can't I do it? So I think he needs to kind of keep calm. He gels Derby County together, and he's kind of like Henderson at Liverpool. Without Rooney, I don't think Derby, I think they lack experience, like a leader, and they lack goals. So whatever Rooney does, he's a leader, he's a great player.
Derby's been building really good coaching staff, actually. When you look at who they've brought in over the last couple of seasons, they really are starting to have a really good academy and actual coaches. They're actually using players who
We've got more coaches and bloody skills at the moment.
Sharky's back. I don't know what happened to you, Sharky there. Lost his...
Do you know what? My camera I don't know what happened. I was in the stream. The camera just switched off for some reason, and I had to leave and come back. I don't know.
Sharky,
I wouldn't let his
Sharky, whenever you're on next time, do me a favour. Go to landscape, for fuck's sake.
Let's turn it round.
No, not there. You go.
That's better. Yay!
I don't know about the angle. Looks a bit dodgy though on the phone.
It looks fine. It looks better. It looks better.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. No problem.
We are into added time now, people. What are we saying? What are we saying?
Well, Napper's mum is already saying he's past his bedtime.
Don't need his beauty sleep. Don't need his beauty sleep.
I've got Jane saying the baths, no spider in the bath tonight, or another episode of Away. Oh, we've got to do an episode of Away. Definitely, it's brilliant.
Well, that's if we can go back to games. Apparently they were saying that it's going to be tough to get back because of the COVID situation getting worse.
Oh, I think it is. Definitely, we've said that earlier on. You know, in the stream that it's going to get worse and that it's rising, isn't it?
Well, do you know what, Lee? Do you know what they said on the Newcastle website last week? Oh, we're going to try and get 15,000 fans in. That's not happening. No way. There's no way in hell. You go on the website, check it out. Oh, we're going to try and get 15,000 fans back in. We're not getting 15,000 fans back in that stadium. And by the way, my opinion is you either let everybody back or you don't at all. You can't discriminate against fans who actually want to go. And they're talking about, a raffle and stuff like that. No, honestly, nobody's bigger than the club.
You can't let everyone out. You can't. You're going to have to do a test event. You can't. At the moment, we need unticketed time. You can't just say, "All right, if we can only have 15% in, we allow no one in." I think if you sometimes share it, go right. Season tickets, you got 45,000. You get one every 3 games. But I don't think saying, "All right, no," not because if you can have everyone in, nobody's coming. Because I don't think you can say that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I mean, like say 15,000, that's a lot of fans to get in for what they're trying to do. I know you can split the stadium, but it's a lot.
James just posted, latest news is Elite Sports will be back with crowds from the 1st of October.
Never. No.
I don't think that.
It looks so way off, in my opinion. It looks so way off, that does.
I think so as well.
Maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe, but not now.
Yeah. I can see the government stepping in. The government are going to step in on it, aren't they? Because the numbers are rising and they won't want that on their CV, will they? There's no way.
I think, honestly, you're talking next year. That's just my personal opinion.
And you're talking probably next year.
I just think financially it's going to be a very sad season and a half for a lot of clubs. That you've got obviously the end of last season, then you've got this full season. I think it's going to be a very sad state of affairs when they start doing the financial accounts.
She say it's been announced.
It's just been announced that
it's been announced.
It's honestly that's honest truth.
What are they saying though? When they say the crowds are back, are they saying what full crowds are back or just limited crowds?
No, this is the latest article, Lee. Significant news for return of fans. Despite last week's announcement of the DCMS hope of reopening Elite 1st of October, and it's kind of a letter kind of saying fans should be able to return on. I don't see how standing outside in area is less safe than going in a pub or in a packed classroom. How is it? I'm not being funny.
I'm sorry, but
you can go sit in the pub, you can go to get your
maximum capacity will be 1,000 people.
Can I just say something about fans going back in as well? They're saying you can't sing, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, what's this? A library? Like, football's meant to be for fans to go and enjoy themselves. Like, what's the point? Like,
Forest Ground, then.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Sunderland fans will enjoy that, but like when you go to a football game, you're there to go and sing for your team, do your chants and whatnot. But they're saying you can't do this, you can't do that. Like it's just
crazy.
And how do you then police those fans from not singing?
That's what I'm saying. Like if I sing, they can't personally stop me. I've just gone and paid my money. I support the team.
Yeah.
Hitchin, DSES81 says Hitchin did well with temporary checks, but that was only with only 1,000 fans. How could you, with 100? Can you imagine trying it with thousands, trying to do temperature checks? And...
It's bad enough when Stuart.
Well, that doesn't exist. Hashtag United.
Yeah.
No. Not happening.
Hashtag United. Did you see the highlights of their game? The amount of people behind that goal, that was ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think it's ridiculous. We were talking about it before you come on. It was ridiculous.
It's crazy. Like how can that happen? Like even like with the same in Newcastle, 15,000 fans. It's just ridiculous. For me, I'm of the opinion of you let everyone back or you don't at all. It's not fair.
The thing of the hashtag, like, because those most of those YouTubers, they want all the views.
Yeah,
together.
I don't get it.
So
no social distancing. Absolutely none.
No
I think the reasoning behind it is to get fans back, to stop clubs going out of business.
Yeah.
Also for the
just you know what, you got to take a risk. You've got to let them all back. That's what I say. That's the only way they're going to stay afloat. Like at the end of the day, so you're telling me they're okay to you can go shopping, you can mingle around and whatnot. I know they've stopped it as of today, but it happened before. Like where you could do this, you could do that. You have groups of 30 or more and whatnot. You can go to the beach, you can do that, but yet you can't actually go to a football game. Like we're discriminated against. That's ridiculous. I don't get this government. I really don't. I don't understand Boris as a prime minister.
Corey Hansford saying in his school there's thousands of children in school not socially distancing, so why can't you go to football matches?
I work in a school and we try our best, but they just don't get it.
It's done it again. I can hear you, but it's done it again. The camera's gone.
Lee, we're at overtime.
We are over time. We're going to call it a day at that. Hope you've enjoyed it. Lisa,
Yes.
coming on the Football Vloggers podcast.
Thanks, Lisa.
You've done
Hold on,
very
hang on a
well.
minute.
You'll have to get your own YouTube channel, Lisa.
No,
I do a little work.
You need one more often.
If you go on Derby County Fan TV every Thursday night, I've got my own bit on there. It's called Howard.
no, don't go on it. Don't go on it.
Don't let me listen to her, mate. Come on.
No, we don't want to. We don't
Does she
want
have a
to.
YouTube channel, Lisa? Do you have one?
No.
Yes, I work for Derby County Fan TV. I do a bit on every Thursday.
Ah.
I've got my own show. It's called Howard's Way, 7 to
All
8
right.
at night.
Oh,
Lee.
wow.
Lee, EastEnders is better. Don't watch it.
I'll have to watch it. When's it on? Sorry, just say again.
on
It's,
the
it's,
door.
on now. It's on
no,
now.
just tell everybody who's watching the stream. So it's on Thursday at what time?
7 till 8.
On Derby Fan TV.
Derby County Fan TV. Yeah.
Derby
As long
County
as Steve
Fan.
McLaren's not making an appearance, I might actually give it a watch.
Listen,
I don't know what happened to him.
I'd rather watch Dore. I'd rather walk on Lego than watch your content, Dore. So at least I'll give that a watch, mate.
It's gone again, as Sharky. Right.
Honestly,
waste of time.
It's because we put you in landscape, I think, really. It's time. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've...
shit.
Thank you very much.
Jake, it was a great debut tonight. Fantastic. Really enjoyed your company.
Cheers, Lisa. Cheers, guys.
Always a pleasure.
Lisa.
Shut your face. You wouldn't do that in person. You'd be too scared.
Thank you for watching, guys. We appreciate it. See you soon and take care.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Cheers, lads. Thank you very much, lads and ladies. Thanks, lads.